I welcome you guys all today. I understand it's a very beautiful day once again. I understand either way that what's important is your mindset. I promise you, do you agree? You have to agree your mindset's so important today. I understand I'm also a rapper, I'm a life coach, I'm a health coach, I'm a weight loss guru. I understand I teach everybody how to lose weight. I've already lost 47 kilos. I understand I'm already a vegan. I'm a vegan of 3 years. I'll teach you how to become a vegan inside my YouTube channel and also my Instagram. I mean, guess what? I mean, come and check out my Instagram today. I have over 13,000 photos of myself. I mean, how many photos do you have of yourself on Instagram? I mean, come and check it out. I mean, come and check out the nice, beautiful display in my YouTube and my nice, beautiful Instagram. I understand that when I come here every single day, I start promoting myself and my name because why? I understand it's very important for legacy. I understand that what's important every single day is making sure that you're improving your communication every single day and making sure that you're in front of people. Because when you're in front of people, you can give a live performance and then you can go and do something very great. I promise you, if you want to be great, you have to be in front of people first. I promise you, anybody who wants to improve every single day can do so right now, but understand you need information to improve, and I give 600 hours of video content on how to do that. I understand what's important every day is make sure that you understand that I'm not sick. I understand that what's important is every single day I make sure I get myself healthier. I make sure every single day I'm always developing thyself. I'm always understanding much more of Jesus Christ every single day. And I'm following my heart to understand that every single day I must be the best performer in the planet. I must be the best at what I do every single day. Or else every single day you want to improve your attitude, you have to understand you must. You must improve that attitude of yours every single day, because attitude is also understanding your rights. You have to understand that your rights is something that you must grow in. You must grow your right to live. You must understand that when you live, you will actually thrive in life. Promise you now, most people are living, but they're not truly living. I need you to understand that if you want to truly live in life, you have to be in front of people. You have to start communicating. You have to start doing these live performances every single day in front of a street, and then understand how Beyonce does it. I mean, understand how Oprah Winfrey does it. I mean, understand Tony Robbins and Eminem and 50 Cent. I mean, they can go in front of a crowd. I understand that you can also be in front of a crowd, but guess what? You have to be in the spotlight. I promise you there's a big difference between those who are famous right now and those who are walking the shops today. I promise you, either way, that what's amazing is understand that when you're really, really going and doing something, you must be doing something amazing, or when you're really going for yourself in a way that you're going for amazingness in yourself, you have to have that quality in you that understands that you can learn and you can grow and you can understand how to life coach every single day. You can understand how to get that nice, beautiful passion of yours every single day, because what is amazing is passionate people. I promise you, when you're passionate, I thank you very much. I understand that what's amazing is I thank you. I understand every single day I'm making sure I'm more passionate about what I love to do every single day. I make sure all the time that I always have my nice, beautiful business cards ready. I have my nice, beautiful microphone. So if anybody wants to have a conversation with me, you're free. You just feel free to, because I understand either way that I love to communicate with people every single day. I make sure that I'm always doing a nice, beautiful street performance so that I can go and boost my confidence, because that's what's important every single day. I understand I have to be much more preparing myself for something better. I understand it's really public speaking around the world. I understand it's really giving live performances about something. I understand that when you're doing that, I understand it's very important that when you go in front of a speaker, you turn off your microphone so that you don't blow the fuse in your microphone in terms of the speaker and the microphone. So what's important is understand that no matter what you're doing every single day, is make sure that you're taking care of yourself and what you have. I promise you, either way, you must understand that there are people in life right now who don't even have water to drink. I promise you, they don't even have a roof over their heads. So understand that you are just in a better position today, but understand that what's amazing is make sure you don't fall below that. I mean, understand that everybody starts off in life very simply and equally. I promise you, everybody's equal in life. I understand that either way, that what's important every single day is making sure that you have that nice, beautiful communication skill going every single day. Because when you have communication skill to really grow, I understand I do. I understand that's why I'm always in front of people. I understand when I'm in front of people, I make sure I go and be more appropriate. I understand that when you're more appropriate about something, you have much more leadership quality in you to go and speak your heart's intent every single day. You have to speak your heart out. You have to speak that nice, beautiful flow of melody that you have inside of your heart right now. I promise you, everybody has one song. But if you want to be heard, you have to speak on a microphone. I promise you, it's that simple. But understand either way that you must be speaking up if you want to be a leader. I promise you, anybody who's speaking up just deserves to live more of life. I promise you now, either way, you must understand, you must speak faster and faster and faster throughout time than everybody else if you plan to do more than everybody else. I promise you now, somebody who can communicate at level 10 will talk faster and faster throughout life than the one who is level 1 communication. I need you to level up your communication every single day, but it's very easy. I mean, just 1 hour a day of video work and be in front of people. I promise you, it's that simple. I promise you, it's that simple, but either way, you must be realizing that there's more than that. I understand there's always more than that. I understand there's also journaling and writing quotes, and there's also making music, and there's also doing some comedy work and some acting work and some public speaking around the streets sometimes. I mean, you have to understand that if you want to make a living for yourself, you have to understand you have to be great first. You have to be great. You have to call yourself great. You have to say, I'm great. And then you can start. I promise you have to understand that you're great. You have to understand that when you say you're great, then understand that you mean it. Understand that when you mean it, you actually be motivating yourself every single day. I promise you, when you motivate yourself every single day, you have to reason upon reason upon reason upon reason upon reason about your life in success. I promise you, every single day I reason in my journal. I reason about everything. I get one idea, I write it down. I use Mel Robbins' 5-second rule. I understand I have 5 seconds to write the idea down and to give it to you. I promise you, I have one idea, I write it down straight away. I give it to you, I send it to you on wherever. I send it. What's amazing is I send it in my nice, beautiful Instagram and YouTube. I send, that's where all my content goes. So guess what? You have to come and get it. But that's the difference. I never come up to you, you come up to my information because I have 600 hours of information and more to give you. I understand, although, that many people don't even have a YouTube channel today. I understand why. I understand it's because only 30 years in the making of internet. I understand we're still early, but if you want to be one of those early influencers of the world, you have to understand you have to start now, because understand that life shall come and go. I promise you either way that this moment shall pass, but understand this, that in 10 years time, I want you to be famous. I want you to be growing. I want you to be far greater than you are. I need you to understand that tennis is not important. I understand the Australian Open is not important. I promise you what's important is that you grow and that you are on TV. I understand they're on TV already, but I need you to make it on TV. I need you to understand that all it really takes for you to do that every single day is make your own YouTube channel, and that's it. Or that's your own TV show. I promise you, that's simple, isn't it? I promise you, I'm recording this. I understand it's my TV show. I promise you, it's my nice, beautiful seminar that I give into YouTube every single day. I understand many subscribers are tuning in to watch me on YouTube. I promise you, either way, what's important is tune in to my Instagram every single day and also my nice, beautiful YouTube account, and you'll find out why I do what I do. I promise you, every single day, I make sure every single day I'm always legendary in a way that I can always become much more than yesterday. I understand everybody has something of will to live for. I promise you have to have something of really, let's say, high quality in you right now. You must understand that you must be really, really going into the moment and fighting it for yourself every single day. You must understand every single day, you must find more of that quality. You must understand you have that quality in you right now. But understand that most people never expose that quality they have. I promise you, I need you to expose the total being of your life. I need you to understand to never, ever, ever regret your life. I never need you in the deathbed to say that you are living worse than other people. I need you to live the best life, and I never need you to have a deathbed in the first place. I need you to understand, I want you to be traveling. I want you to be understanding every single day that there are ideas in life. And ideas make up business and make up life. And every single idea that I write down in my journal or in my nice, beautiful video adds up, baby. I promise you, the more communication skills and sentences and words I say in life, the higher my success. I promise you, isn't that simple? I promise you, it's very simple to succeed, but you just have to communicate much more. I realize the best way I start communicating every single day is video and audio and writing. And now at first, I started video work with myself 3 years ago in terms of I understand that what's important is understand I've been consistent. I'm always a being in life. I understand that when I be consistent every single day about what I do, I realize it's been already 3 years since I've been doing communicational work like this. I mean, it's practice, but guess what? I get better and better and better. I understand that what's amazing is every single day I get to watch myself compete with myself, and that's the only aspect of life that I do. I compete with myself. I don't compete with anybody else, but I make sure that I grow much more than you. I make sure I have to grow more, I have to do more. I want to do 1 billion videos, and that's it. I want to do more than that. But I understand either way that most people will never even achieve 1 billion videos. I promise you that what's amazing is I want to outdo everybody. I want to do far more than everybody. I mean, do you understand? And that's the competition in that. I promise you, I want to have much more money than you. I want to have much more success than you. I want to have better looks and everything than you. I mean, do you understand? I mean, understand, every single day I work for it. I mean, do you understand? I want to be much more in front of a crowd than you as well. I want to speak on a public speaking microphone more than you. I want to have a YouTube channel that has more videos than you. I want to make more photos than you. I want to do everything more than you. I want to have all the skills that you have and better than you. I mean, do you understand? Because that's what I work for. I'm not in competition with you. I'm in the competition with myself. I just want to be better than everybody. I mean, do you understand? I'm pretty sure that's what a true leader does. Because when you're the best of the best and the best of the best, you understand why you're the best of the best of the best. And you understand why you lead people in that version. I'm pretty sure either way, when you're the best of the best of the best of the best, you understand why you can lead people. You lead people to greatness. You make sure every single day you go and expose yourself in front of people and start developing your confidence every single day. And each and every single time you speak in front of a crowd, you learn something new. You learn something new about your communication and how to speak with people on the street and how to speak with different people along the way. I promise you either way that different people are much more than those people who are the same. I mean, guess what? I realize everybody's equal, but understand you have to go the new way. I have to be going the new way. I cannot stay with the same crowd. I mean, do you understand? I make sure I come to a nice, beautiful street performance, but every single time there's a different crowd. I mean, 4 million and 5 million people in Sydney, but guess what? I understand that I wish just better. I understand when I wish just better, I understand either way, Mexico City has 20 million people. I mean, just imagine how much promotion they can get. I mean, do you understand? I mean, 5 times more than Sydney. I understand either way that what's important is go around where people are and do a nice, beautiful public speaking event on the street like this. And it's amazing when people are looking at you. I understand every single day you must be inspired for yourself to grow. You must be in the moment every single day. And you must understand a professional attitude can go on the microphone. I promise you have to be able to go and really speak really quickly and understand if you want to develop your leadership quality, you have to be doing this. I mean, be promoting yourself every single day and make sure every single day that you go and lead people. I promise you every single day you lead people, you'll find your true nature. You'll find what you need to do. I understand that every single day, I understand that no matter what, I'm just I understand that when I am rich or better, I understand either way that what's important is understand that you can keep some words for yourself, but understand your I. I promise you, I is very important. Understand that when you're really lifting people, you have to understand that no matter what, you have to stay away from the candy, you have to stay away from the lollies, you have to stay away from ice cream. I mean, it's been 5 years since I stay away from the lollies and ice cream. I promise you, it makes people fat. I promise you, either way, that what's important is watch out for what you eat, because understand white sugar kills you. I promise you, white sugar will kill you very fast. I promise you, and now how does white sugar really kill you? I promise you, it kills you because it doesn't give you energy. I promise you, it doesn't really give you energy. I promise you, most people try to get the energy drink and they try to get some energy from that. I promise you, you'll never get energy from that. But soy milk, I realize soy milk will give you 100 times the energy that V or energy drinks will. I promise you, if you just drink one soy milk a day, you'll have far more than a Red Bull. I promise you, either way, what's important is understand to stay away from the energy drinks and caffeine. I stay away from caffeine. I used to wake up in the morning, I used to understand that no matter what, I used to smoke cigarettes and caffeine in terms of, I used to drink caffeine when I wake up before. I understand that what's important is understand that now I don't have to wake up smoking a cigarette and have 5 coffees anymore. I'm pretty sure that's not the way to go anymore. I'm pretty sure what's amazing now, I wake up and then 3 hours later I have a water. And that's it. I mean, isn't that amazing? I mean, guess what? I realize when I wake up, I'm not even hungry for food. I don't even need breakfast right away. But what's amazing is I come here and do my nice beautiful street performance, but what I do is I have soy milk as my breakfast. I have a soy milk and it's my protein shake, because in 1 liter of soy milk you get 34 grams of protein. And I understand you ladies over here all have under 30 kilograms right now. I understand that 1 soy milk is for your whole body. And that's how you maintain your body every single day. And every single day I go and really, really dwell upon how to really live my life. I live it much better than yesterday. I make sure every single day I'm developing my heart. I understand I have Instagram. I have also a YouTube account. So come and take a photo so you can come check it out. I understand that what's important is every single day I'm leading people much more. So when I lead people, I always have a crowd around me. I understand when I lead people, I sometimes don't even need a crowd. I don't need other people for anything. I just make sure I go do my work. I understand when I do my work, I do it in Serbian, I do it in Croatian, I do it also in English. I understand either way that what's important is every single day I'm doing something different. I make sure every single day I'm making new habits. I'm every single day learning something new. I'm every single day pushing my boundaries. I'm pushing in front of people. I'm pushing in front of the spotlight. I'm grabbing it. I'm taking it for myself. Do you understand? I'm taking the spotlight. I'm here right now. I own the spotlight today because I mean every single day I own the spotlight. I promise you that's where I am all the time, and that's where I deserve to be. I deserve to be the middle of the center of attention of everybody. I love to be the center of attention because look at me. I'm always the center of attention everywhere because I love to be in front of people. I mean, guess what? I realize when I go in front of people, I don't just be homeless. I understand homeless people love to be in front of people as well. But they're different. I mean, they're not doing a street performance as much, but in a way they are as well. I understand that what's important is, I understand you never be homeless, but do this type of individual. I mean, understand that you must go do public speaking instead. I promise you, public speaking is much more than homelessness ever will be. I understand that what's important is every single day, I understand it's starting to rain over here. I understand that what's important is understand that every time I try to give my best, but I understand that when it starts raining, and if it starts raining today, I understand that what's important is I pack up and I just realize that no matter what, I can just go under the bridge over here, and I understand that way I can continue my work. I understand that what's important every single day is making sure that you have something to give. I promise you, when you're giving something every single day, you're going to be the best performer you can be. You're going to be a peak performer. You're going to understand that if you fail, you shall live through it. You must understand that there is no failure in communication. If you're speaking up, I promise you, if you're speaking up, you will actually do more. I promise you, there's no failure in communication. I promise you, those who speak up more can never fail. I understand every single day I go and really dwell upon my life. I make sure every single day I am always much nicer. I understand that either way, that what's important is make sure every single day I'm never rude. I'm never rude. You must never be rude. I understand every single day, just make sure you're looking up and you're feeding people knowledge. I mean, give people knowledge and understand that way you will be somebody far greater. I understand that way. I understand every single day when I speak on a nice, beautiful street performance, I don't need anybody to speak with me. I just choose for something in terms of somebody to come for my nice, beautiful YouTube channel over here so that I can have a nice, beautiful interview with them. But I don't need you. I don't need to speak with you. I speak with I all day long. I understand that what's important is every single day I perform the best I can, and I do the best I can, and I love the best I can. I give the best I can. I am always the best I can. I understand I'm always the best I must. I must do this. I understand when I must, I never should. I never should anything. I mean, understand that when anybody says that you should do something, you must understand that they must say that you must do it. And now what you must do is do something positive and not negative. I promise you, every single day I go and really dwell upon a better life. I make sure I do the best I can every single day, and that's how I really get in front of a crowd. And then I just really go moment by the moment and by the moment as people walk by, and people will walk by, look at you, and then some will sit down and watch you, and then other people will just go away, and some people will come and give you some money, and then guess what? I realize some people will have an interview with you, and some people will hate you and say, get lost. I mean, do you understand? So realize either way that you have the whole package. And guess what? You're still the middle of attention. You're still the nice, beautiful center of attention. You're the center of gravity. So either way, understand that what's amazing is life is spiritual. And when you have a spiritual life every single day, you can always perform in front of a crowd, but then you can focus on yourself upon greatness in front of a crowd. And then guess what? I realize that you don't need other people to talk with them. You just need to be the center of attention so that you can promote yourself. And then once you promote yourself, you're showing everybody that you're worth it. And then when you show people more and more that you're worth it every single day, you will go and do something that's very much courageous. I mean, come and do something courageous rather than being a security guard. I mean, a security guard is not that courageous. I mean, do you understand? I mean, understand that what's courageous is understanding to step away from a 9 to 5 altogether and then start public speaking on the street. I promise you, it's much more doable. I mean, understand that people who are public speakers always give much more than those who are not. I mean, do you understand? I mean, such as me in terms of my life, I understand that I'm a public speaker who gives more than anybody else. I give more of what? I give more communication. I speak up more. I promise you, that's why the microphone is for speaking up. I promise you, even singers are leaders because they love to sing and they love to raise their voice above the crowd, and that's why they are famous. And now if you're famous, you're somebody who is raising above the crowd in a way that you're just louder than everybody. You just have to be louder. You have to be understanding. You have to be in the spotlight more. So when you're louder than everybody, you get the microphone as quickly as possible and start rapping and start doing something. I mean, start acting and start doing some comedy shows on the street. I mean, make sure every single day you understand that no matter what, that what's important is legacy. And when you have a greater legacy, I promise you there's nothing better. I promise you there's nothing better than a great legacy. I promise you a great legacy is something that is far greater than pleasure and seeking sex with other people. I promise you I'd rather go for legacy than seek sex with other people. I mean, do you understand? Because I understand my beautiful Jesus Christ. I understand either way that he doesn't go chasing other people. I mean, do you understand? I understand God is Jesus Christ. I understand that Jesus Christ's name is not really Jesus Christ, is it? Understand either way that what's important is you cannot label Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. I understand that what's important is understand that it's just a label. I promise you, what's important is understand that you are not your name. You are not from this world. You're something better than what you are. You're just one letter. You're I. And that's that. I promise you, everything is I. I promise you, now understand this, that when you go and really, really dwell upon life and you go and really do a public speaking performance on the street, I promise you that either way, you must do it slowly. You must understand that either way, the slowness, either in terms of life, you must understand that when you're going slowly and slowness in life, first you have to go faster throughout learning. First you have to go slow first, and then you'll learn faster and faster as you go along. But understand either way that most people are doing the nice beautiful rabbits and the turtle game. And guess what? I realize the turtle is going slow throughout life, but then wins the race. I promise you now the rabbit puffs out very quickly, doesn't it? Because why? I realize that because they believe they're so smart. And then guess what? I realize that they puff out because where are they puffing out? I realize they're puffing out in the 9-to-5 job. I realize that's where the rabbits are going. But the slow turtles are around here somewhere. I mean, around the nice, beautiful street performance. I mean, understand that plastic money will never get you happiness and it will never make you happy. I promise you, what makes you happy is growth skills and being able to grow in front of a crowd. I promise you, there's nothing much more better than that. I promise you that the only aspect of life that makes you really happier is communication. I promise you, money and the outside world does not make you happier. I promise you now, money is wisdom, but I'm talking about plastic money. I promise you, it doesn't make you happier. I promise you, plastic money doesn't make you happier. I make you happier by making sure that you are more inspirational, and that's it. I mean, do you understand? I give you the courage to get yourself happier. I give you that nice, beautiful motivation every single day. I mean, do you understand? I can make anyone happier if you listen to me. I promise you. If I say, get off the alcohol, I mean, and you do it, you'll be happier. I promise you, I have that much power. But a plastic money resort will never ever say, get off the alcohol. I promise you that what you need to understand is you have to have better habits every single day. You have to understand every single day, you pound through it, and you just make sure every single day you do the best performance you can. And that way you understand every single day you must go and really perform on the street sometimes. You must understand you have to boost your communication skills. I understand I was doing Toastmasters before. I understand either way they do 30 minutes a month of public speaking. I do 1 hour a day. I mean, they do 30 minutes a month. I do 1 hour a day of public speaking. I mean, there's a big difference between me and Toastmasters. I mean, do you understand? So either way, I'm doing, right now, I understand I'm doing 30 hours minimum. I understand I can do 60 hours a month. I can do up to 90 hours a month. I understand that what's amazing is I do the most I can. And when I do the most I can, I come on the street and I give the best performance I can. And then once I do that, I make sure every single day, I just do something very important every single day. I make sure I'm always something much better. I say when I'm much better, I understand either way that what's important is come and do a nice, beautiful street performance for yourself and be in front of people, because that's how you build a legacy for yourself. You build a legacy through making sure that everybody else has those ideas on how to become greater. And when you become greater every single day, you'll find out either way that what's important is I can keep going because the nice beautiful rain gives me some nice beautiful pleasure over here. I understand that it's really understand that you must go and give yourself everything. You must understand that blessings come from you and that's it. I mean, you understand? So realize that when you have blessings in your life, you must give it. I'm giving blessings from my life. You must give blessings all the time. But you never must kick people down. You must understand to lift people up and make sure everybody else has leadership quality every single day. So anything that's a leadership quality is something that you put in their mouth. I mean, understand, you put nice, beautiful words in their mouth. I mean, make sure every single day that they understand you. I mean, make sure every single day that they really understand how you really lead people. I mean, when they watch you, I mean, they're much more privileging to come and step up for themselves also. So you have to be that nice, beautiful role model that people need in life. I mean, either way, more people need to step up and need to lead somehow. I mean, you have to be a singer, you have to be something, you have to understand it's talent. First, now talent is anything to do with information. And now when you're growing your information, you grow your talents. First, now I understand security guards, I understand that there's much information about that. First, you need the information. And then guess what? You get the information and then you step out of the 9 to 5. First, that's simple. First, is that simple. First, now understand either way that I don't want you to be in a 9 to 5 ever. I want you to understand that what's important long term is stepping out of the 9 to 5 and get yourself in real estate. And then get yourself also around the world in seminars of your own and start doing nice, beautiful live performances on the street and also around the world for yourself. Understand that when you do that every single day, you go and perform and outperform everybody. And then when you do that every single day, you go and perform your confidence, which is you. And then understand every single day to go and speak up for yourself every single day. You have to, man. You have to speak up. I promise you have to understand that either way, you must understand either way that what's amazing is go and really be your best self every single day. And when you do that, I understand it's very important to do so. I understand either way, I understand it's nicely raining today. I understand either way I can still keep going for a bit. I understand that what's amazing is every single day I make sure I'm the best. I make sure every single day I go do something much more important than yesterday, and that's communication skills. I mean, every single day I go and perform that nice, beautiful communication technique. I mean, every single day I do that beautiful communication technique. I understand that what's important every single day is that I go and really live my life to the best quality. I understand the best quality must be you. You must understand there's always a greater way. There's always a greater being that you can understand that there's a better fiber in your soul right now where you go expose all that nice beautiful wording that you have every single day in a video, and then realize to go and boost that vocabulary also. I understand that I've been lazy recently to go and really, let's say, improve my nice beautiful synonyms, but either way I'm here and I'm still motivated to improve I understand I'm always motivated for I understand either way that I never go back on my words. I understand that what's important is understand that I'm always improving my nice beautiful synonyms. I mean, every single day I make sure to go up online and I make sure always to talk it like that so that I can always do it. Because if you're talking backwards, then you become backwards. So don't become backwards, but become forwards and go forward with your communication and lead yourself and your soul. You have a soul. I mean, lead your spirituality into greatness. I promise you every single day you do that, you have to speak a different way every single day. You have to understand that either way, that you must understand your I. You must understand that no matter what, that you must never die. You must grow yourself. You must grow thyself all the time. You must understand there's always a better privilege. Thank you. I understand every single day you must understand that there's always much more that you can do. I promise you when you do more and more, I promise you you'll be more and more. When you be more and more, you always understand how to do so. You find ways to grow. You find ideas. You find something of a beautiful seminar around your town. And guess what? Your town right now is YouTube and social media. And that's where you go to for all the information. And guess what? You can also go on audible.com and you can get yourself audiobooks. But understand that you are alone in your own legacy. I promise you, your legacy, you must do it on your own. I promise you that's simple. I promise you that nobody else here will build my legacy for I promise you, only you can. I promise you, you can only walk your own steps. So I have to walk my own steps as well. I understand I have to walk my own steps. But understand that what's important is make sure that you're smarter than everybody else. I mean, go do what smart people do. I mean, go be around the smart people. I mean, make sure that you're never around other people in the first place. I mean, just make sure that when you're around other people, that you're really lifting them, and that's that. I mean, just make sure that you understand that when I talk to people online, I never want to be with them. I never want to go where they are. I never want to step foot in their house. Because I understand I have my own house. I mean, do you understand? I don't want to go chasing other people because I understand that other people are not the way. I understand that what's important is I stay alone. And when I stay alone, I always have a greater legacy like that. I understand every single day. I understand I always lead with the I. And when I lead with the I never die. I make sure every single day I perform and outperform. And when I outperform, I make sure I reason upon everything in terms of everything that I can do, that I can always correct myself in a better way, such as now. I understand either way, I just correct my voice, I correct my nice beautiful words, I pronounce them better, I pronounce my words better, and I just make sure to be better. I understand when I really project my nice beautiful voice, I have a nice beautiful loudspeaker, so I don't have to shout at the top of everybody. I mean, do you understand? I understand that some also, in terms of people who come here on the street and they start shouting with a nice beautiful in terms of no microphone. I promise you, they do it without a microphone and they start shouting everything and they shout Jesus Christ and everything. I understand that it's amazing to speak up, but get yourself a microphone and get yourself a nice beautiful speaker, and then you don't have to blow your nice beautiful gasket in terms of your voice, and then you have a voice still. I promise you now, if you want to crack your voice and you want to have a deeper voice, you have to speak up more. I promise you now, my beautiful voice is cracking the more I speak. Whereas the more I speak, or else I start becoming more mature in my voice, or else my voice starts getting deeper. Because why? Or else that because I'm talking so much. I have to talk and talk and talk. And then if you ever understand that those singers who can really sing, I mean, they can sing something in terms of the nice, beautiful, low vibrancy sound. I mean, you have a low vibrancy sound, and then guess what? I realize that you must understand that when you do it, you must understand you practice, and either way, you must understand that no matter what, that either one, in terms of life, that when you have a nice, beautiful, deep sound, you'll be speaking up more. And you understand that it's very sexy to understand that when you're growing in communicational skills, and then understand that way you have a high opinion of yourself, and nobody else can tackle you down, because I understand that many people will talk to you, and once you read their message, I realize that you become their message. So make sure they understand that those people who are, let's say, speaking with you, I promise you that you must understand to go and really tackle the information that they're giving you, because most people don't want you to succeed. I want you to succeed. I want you to understand that I'm growing. I promise you that those people who are not growing is most people. I promise you most people don't want a legacy. I promise you most people don't want to be famous. I promise you I never get a 9-to-5 job because I understand I have something to do 24/7. I promise you that what's amazing every single day is I understand that my future has multi-millions of dollars in it. I understand that I have 72 years to go and more. I understand it's a long journey. I understand that because it's a long journey, I make sure I take care of my technology every single day. I go and do something that's very important. I understand I have a nice beautiful raincoat over here. I go and check it out. I understand I just go and really cover my nice beautiful speaker like that. I understand that what's important is I just take care of my technology so that I can do my work. I realize that once I do my work much more and more, I understand that's why I'm much more privileging myself to understand to be in front of a crowd anyway. And even though it's a bit raining here and there, I understand that what's important is I go do my work. I can go do my work anywhere. I can understand either way that it's much better to do it in front of people than home alone. I understand either way I'm still alone here. I'm still home alone. I'm in front of people, I'm still alone though. I always understand that people around me this time. I understand that when I go to my accommodation, I understand people around me anyway. I understand that what's important is I get in front of people's faces, and then I do my work, and then I can give a live performance, and then that's different. But when you give a live performance every single day, you got to do something different, but just communicate your way to greatness. I promise you that's the only way that you can actually do anything, but stay consistent every single day to be your best version. I promise you when you stay consistent every single day, understand that no matter what you're doing, you understand that you have excellence in you. You have something of great quality in you. You have something that you can always power through. You can be the best version of yourself every single day. I mean, there's no excuses. I mean, I can do it. I mean, anybody can do it. I promise you all though, that most people do not write in their journal. I promise you most people don't want their own TV show. I promise you most people do not like themselves. And why is that? Because everybody else around them is teaching them to not love themselves and to not believe in themselves. So understand why. Because they don't have the I love you in them. I promise you they've been taught to cut the I out. And Jesus says don't cut your eye out. But when you don't cut your eye out, you'll believe in thyself. And you'll believe in yourself regardless of what people say. And guess what? I realize many people want me to work a 9-to-5 job and all this. And they're saying, work a 9-to-5 job and stop sending me your videos and all this. I mean, they're calling me some stupid idiot. I mean, that what's amazing is understand that when I go and really send somebody anything, I try to inspire people as much as I can. But those people who call you a stupid idiot are the stupid idiots. I mean, you understand? So realize either way that I believe in myself so much and my content and what I do every single day that I'll come on here in terms of Pitch Street every single day for the rest of my life so that I can be famous and so that I can grow and so that I can be something more. I promise you. I promise you that's it. I promise you now, I'd rather be in the spotlight when I die because I understand I never die anyway. I never die because my videos will go forever. I understand that what's amazing is Jesus Christ passes away, I pass away too, but guess what? I realize there is no death. There is no death. I mean, God wants the best for us, but understand that you just close your eyes and you're in a better world. I mean, do you understand? I promise you that what's amazing is every single day, you must understand that when they're nailing Jesus Christ on the cross, and Jesus Christ is saying, I love you all. I mean, isn't that beautiful? I mean, understand either way, make sure you understand that sometimes you can repeat your information, but repeat it in a different way in terms of your videos. And make sure either way that what's important every single day is you make yourself much more than yesterday. I mean, make sure you lose the weight and get healthier. I mean, make sure you understand veganism. I mean, make sure you understand that you go and get healthier. I mean, make sure you understand that you stop the coffee because that's $60,000 and more over your lifetime. I promise you. I promise you every single day, I stay away from the coffee. I make sure I brush my teeth every single day. I groom myself every single day. I use the razor every single day. I understand either way, I'll shower as much as I can. I make sure either way that what's important is make sure you're moving on and making sure that every single day you have that nice, beautiful communicational skill that's really going to give techniques to people. I realize when you're giving techniques to people, you're giving them ideas. You have to give them ideas every single day. I promise you that what's important is make sure that a professional development in you is of your choice right now to understand that you must choose it. You must choose a better way, and the better way is public speaking. I promise you it's really not denying yourself, but making sure that you love much more. And then when you love much more, you speak up. But it's so simple to really lead people, and it's so simple to really speak up. But you just have to raise your voice a bit. You just have to be in front of people, and then you just have to put your heart out there. You have to put your heart into it. You have to put heart into life. You have to understand. You have to use your heart. Or else what's amazing is make sure that when you're going throughout life, you're using your heart more than your mind. I mean, use the heart and make sure you go with your feelings. I mean, make sure you feel it all. I mean, it's amazing when you're in front of people and when you're using your feelings and emotions and you're pushing yourself to communicate. I mean, push yourself with your emotions. And understand that if your emotions are unable to push you, I mean, understand you have to eat now. You have to go and eat something to get the energy. I promise you now, when you eat something, you must make sure to only eat to get energy, and that's it. You don't eat to just eat. You don't eat to just eat. You just eat to get some energy, and that's that. I mean, just make sure every single day that you're performing yourself into greatness. I promise you, when you're doing that every single day, you focus on yourself. I mean, focus on yourself so much and understand that what's important is that you're in front of people every single day and communicating, and just look at yourself more than other people. I never have to talk to anybody else except I promise you that. When I talk to just I never waste time. I promise you, when I talk to you, I never waste time. I never waste time because I'm always lifting myself throughout conversation. I understand that what's amazing is you can talk to everybody today, but just make sure you're lifting everybody around you, and that's that. I promise you, that's your purpose. I promise you, your only purpose is make sure that you go and create something for yourself with ideas, and give those ideas, because ideas is treasure. I promise you, anything that's treasure, you give. You give it to others. You give people your soul. You give people everything about you. I mean, you understand? So never kill others. I mean, follow the Bible. I mean, follow the nice, beautiful 10 Commandments every single day. I mean, just make sure you follow God's rules, and understand that way you'll be a living God. You'll be living something greater. You'll be understanding something much more. But I don't want you on the street begging for money in terms of plastic. I don't want you to beg for a poor life. I promise you now, if you're begging for plastic money on the street, it's because you want to be poor still. You never beg people for plastic money. You just go get it. I mean, do you understand? Or else now, what's amazing is when you go get it, or else that what's amazing is you get a better life as well. And now when you get a better life, you have to understand that when you go for plastic money, you go to boost your talents first and not for the plastic money. You have to understand that if you're working on a 9-to-5 job, you're not working for the pay rise. You're not working for plastic money. You're working to boost your skills in that workforce. And then when you boost your skills, then you can actually step up on the microphone. And then you can teach people what that workplace leadership quality is. That's it. That's all you have to do. Every single workplace in the world has a leadership quality, and that's what people have to teach. And now in the workplace, I realize it doesn't matter where you're going. I realize you may start off as a pickpacker, you may start off as a forklift driver, but guess what? I mean, you can always get a promotion really quickly, but you have to learn the warehouse. You have to learn your nice, beautiful environment much more than yesterday. You have to understand that no matter how tall or big or muscular or whatever you are, you have to understand you have to public speak. You have to understand you have to go and lift people. You have to understand every single day that when you're really understanding Godzilla, you understand that no matter what, you must be much stronger than Godzilla. I mean, do you understand? I mean, Jesus Christ is much better than everything. I understand that what's amazing every single day is go and realize that nice, beautiful King Kong and Godzilla film. I understand either way, I watch it in less than 1 minute. I understand when I watch it in less than 1 minute, I make sure every single day I'm much more. I see a gorilla, and guess what I say? I say, I love you. I understand that what's amazing is I understand that words are flying everywhere. I understand that when every single day I go and expose this beautiful dictionary of mine, because I have a nice, beautiful way and method of saying something very strong. I understand I have my eye. I have something very beautiful. I have something that's much more. I understand that what's important every single day is never chase other people. I promise you, never chase other people, and they're not worth it. But what's worth it is the information. I mean, chase the information. I mean, if you love somebody, you love them for the information they have. I promise you, that's it. I promise you, I love everybody here because they have some information to give me. I promise you, everybody has some information to give me. But guess what? I understand that some people have just more information than others. And those who have more information to give are much more successful. I have 600 hours of YouTube information. And how about you? Although that's why I'm more successful. I understand. Although that's why I'm really, really doing much better. I understand that's important. I understand that's why I'm actually always doing this content. Because when I give you more information, I'm always more successful. That's it. I'm not competing with you, but I understand that if you have no YouTube channel and I have 1,000 hours on YouTube of information, I'm more successful than you. I promise you, it's that simple. But when you have 1,001 hours on YouTube and I have 1,000, I promise you, then I have to level you. I have to actually do another 10 hours or something like that. Do you understand? Because I just want to be in front of you in terms of information products. I mean, do you understand? Because information products is something of a derivative that helps you only grow. I promise you, those who only want to grow are the leaders. I promise you, they're greatness. I promise you, they're Jesus Christ. I promise you, anybody who wants to just stay on the street and never read, and they never want to, let's say, take care of themselves, and they never want to be on the offense about information. I mean, information is a commodity. I mean, those people, you have to understand that anybody who doesn't want to grow will be on the street forever, and that's it. I promise you, you must lift yourself. I mean, it's so easy to learn. I mean, look at your family and understand each and every single one of you has information. I promise you now, who has the most information in your nice, beautiful family today? I mean, who has the most information? I mean, understand, that's the leader. I promise you, that's that. I promise you, who has the most information to give? I mean, who has the most information today? I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, let's just put it. I mean, go where the most information is every single day, and understand that's how you learn. You learn by being around those who have more information than you. And those who have more information than you are giving much more information than you, and they're proving it. I promise you, it's easy to say, I have so much information. I promise you, it's easy, but prove it. I mean, show me. I mean, show me that you're doing it. I mean, show me that you are giving that information. I promise you, although, that I can spot leaders straight away. I can see straight away who has much more information than me. I promise you, right here, in terms of this nice, beautiful plaza, I promise you, not one has more information than me. I promise you, nobody here has more information than me. I have the most information here. I'm much more of a leader. I understand that what's amazing every single day is understand that every single day I grow. I promise you now, if you love to challenge me and you say you have more information than me, I mean, come and get my business card and let me contact you so I can see exactly what you're doing. I mean, if you say that you have much more information than me, I promise you, please come and challenge me and show me. I mean, understand, either way, I'm challenging everybody right now. I understand either way that what's amazing is every single day I step up. I step up because I understand that information is something that rises over time. And you cannot fall. I mean, you cannot fall in information. But in Bitcoin, I definitely say that you can fall in Bitcoin. First, Bitcoin goes to 40,000 and then it drops back to $5. I mean, whoa. I mean, what happened? I mean, your fortune is your heart. I mean, your fortune is not plastic money, man. I mean, do you understand? I mean, build your heart first. I mean, not the Bitcoin. I mean, who cares about the Bitcoin? I mean, get the heart. I mean, get the nice, beautiful information. I mean, understand, Bitcoin is not important. I don't care how big it is. I mean, what's bigger is my information. I mean, my information will teach you much more than Bitcoin ever will. I promise you. I promise you. What's amazing is understand that the stock market is unreliable. First, you can never rely on stock market and traders and other people to do it for you. I promise you, you never learn the stock market, you learn information. I promise you, learn information about the stock market, and then guess what? And then you understand something about the stock market and economics. You understand, you stay away from it most of the time. I mean, don't stay away from the information though. I mean, stay away from all the economics of what they're saying for you to invest in. I mean, just learn about the information. I mean, the more information you have about economics and the government systems of the world and the 9-to-5 jobs out there and what's in stores today and the world around you, the more passionate you are. I promise you, it's that simple. I understand that no matter what you're doing every single day, you must understand a public speaker is inspirational. But you have to be that public speaker. You have to understand that public speaker will lead you every single day. I promise you, when you lead yourself every single day to greatness, you'll always be more. I promise you, that's how it is. I promise you, we need more public speakers in the world. I need you to become a public speaker. I need you to understand you're worth it. I promise you, everybody's worth it. I promise you, although I understand every single day we have to lead somehow, and I promise you every single day, I focus upon myself the most. I focus on a better life every single day because I understand that when I go and communicate, I succeed much more than yesterday. I promise you, it's that simple. I promise you, every single day, I'm learning. I'm learning right now. I'm in the actual learning. You're actually watching my school of greatness right here. I promise you, this is me learning. I'm learning on the go because I have to speak very fast. I have to look at people. I have to look at my body language. I have to see people's reactions. I have to give people ideas. I have to make sure that my nice, beautiful setting and my nice, beautiful area is all clean and tidy. And I have to make sure I'm lifting people and having a great time. I mean, do you understand? Or that I'm having the best time of my life when I'm in front of people now leading. And that's that. I'm just 28 years of age. I'm just 28 and I can speak like this already. I promise you, although I understand that it doesn't matter what age you are. I promise you, it doesn't matter that even a baby can be smarter than you. I promise you, a little baby can be smarter than you. I mean, guess what? I mean, plenty of 50-year-olds have killed somebody. I promise you, I understand either way. You must understand a little baby that has never killed anybody. I understand that little baby is much smarter than the 50-year-old who goes and kills somebody. I mean, do you understand? I mean, understand that. I mean, it's so simple. I mean, Jesus says, thou shalt not kill. And then guess what? A 50-year-old woman or man, and it doesn't matter what age, or else they go killing people. I mean, a little baby doesn't kill people. I mean, do you understand? I mean, look at the baby's nature. I mean, the baby wants to understand you. I mean, the baby wants to be curious about you. I mean, the baby just wants to be happier. But guess what the humans do to the baby? Or else they kick it down and they say, shut up. Or else they say to the little kid, shut up. I mean, go to your mother. I mean, that's not the nice, beautiful way to say it. I mean, you understand? I mean, understand that what's amazing is go lift the child and lift it and lift everybody. And understand that child is you. I mean, understand that you're the child, but lift yourself. I mean, everybody's a child today. I mean, everybody's a child of God. I mean, everybody's a child right now. I mean, nobody is an adult. I mean, when I see a child who is 1 year of age, I see a child right now walking into a nice, beautiful supermarket. I mean, you understand? I see many children over here. First of all, children. I promise you, a children is a baby, and that's that. I promise you, either way, you must label people children, and that's it. I promise you. That's how we get younger. We get younger as a species to understand that we must take care of the world around us. And we must never throw plastic into the ocean and around us. I mean, you understand? I mean, pick up after yourself. I understand either way that when I see some toilets, I understand that what's amazing is Space Q Hotel, for example. I understand that you guys can go and find accommodation over there and you can give $155 and you get yourself a one single bedroom. I understand that it's amazing that either way, you can go check it out at Chinatown. I mean, do you understand? I mean, just realize this, that when you're really promoting something every single day, understand the toilets around town. I mean, understand sometimes people leave dirty mess in the toilet. I mean, understand that you clean the toilet and your crap from the toilet. I mean, make it super clean. I mean, don't leave shit on the actual toilet so that people have to look at your shit when you go away. I mean, go and actually get the brush and clean the shit and then flush it down because it makes you look cleaner and it makes you look nicer. I mean, do you understand? And don't piss on the toilet or on the ground. I mean, clean it up. I mean, clean up your attitude. I mean, you understand? Because your attitude is gratitude. And the better attitude you have, the richer lifestyle you have. I mean, would you rather go to a clean toilet or would you rather go to a toilet where there's all shit on the floor? I mean, look at the attitudes. I mean, of course, the cleaner toilet is richer. I mean, go where the cleaner toilet is and make sure you clean up after yourself every single day. I need you, sir, to get my business card over here. I understand you're very interested in I'm very interested in you also. I understand that what's amazing every single day is I'm always promoting people. I also need somebody in terms of life to understand that if you want to have a nice, beautiful interview with me, you can also have a nice, beautiful interview. I can also ask you a question. I understand either way, you must always make sure to invite people when they want to speak with you. But what's amazing is understand that when you just want to talk on the street, you don't have to invite people at all to nice, beautiful seminars. You don't have to invite people to speak with you. You can just speak yourself. I promise you, I understand Tim Ferriss, for example, and Lewis Howes also. I thank you very much, boss. I understand they love to go and interview other people, and that's all they ever do. I promise you now, they also have some books of themselves. I understand they do some public speaking here and there. But I understand that what's amazing is understand that when you're growing and interviewing people, you'll also grow. And that's the whole foundation of growth. I understand that what's better than that is if they just go interview themselves rather than other people. I promise you now, they have to go chasing up all these people to go and interview them so that they can promote them on their YouTube channel. And now when you promote other people, you shall also promote yourself. I promise you it's that simple. I promise you although if you just promote yourself, you never have to promote other people, but just promote yourself. And then you still get greater. I promise you although I promote everybody and I never have to interview other people. I go look at life every single day and I have 24 hours in my day and then guess what? I realize in 1 hour of every single day, I put it into a video of my all in terms of my ideas. And now in 1 hour, I understand I live more than that. I live more than 1 hour. I understand that every single day, 1 hour is a lifetime. I understand that every single day I'm making sure that I go and really, really dwell upon a better life. And when I do that daily, I go and find the best skills. I'm always living in eternity. I understand that either way, I know my I only. I understand I know nothing else except I promise you that's that. I only know I only. And that's how I really grow. I grow through the foundation of really understanding communication, through the precipitation of what I say in my nice, beautiful understanding of my core values of controversy, to understand that when I argue with you and I actually go and solidify something of nice, beautiful quality, so you understand my maze of nice, beautiful communication every single day. You understand every single day I go and find that nice, beautiful maze that a mouse would run into, and either way the mouse doesn't, in terms of life, would. I understand that what's amazing is a mouse just goes and does it. And now understand that when I go and really communicate that nice, beautiful knowledge, I show you the nice, beautiful intimidation. I show you what that is every single day. I show you it's public speaking. I promise you, people are intimidated every single day, but guess what? I understand that what's amazing is you must never be intimidating yourself and others. I understand that what's amazing is every single day, just lift your communication and go seek that nice, beautiful controversy of that nice, beautiful attitude you need every single day to go and find and deliver that information in a greater complexity of simpleness. I mean, isn't that nice? I mean, every single day, just make sure that you go and find something special in you every single day. I understand the rain stopped today, and I understand either way that what's amazing is that when the rain stops and starts and stops, and then here I am, and there's no rain, I understand it's a much more beautiful place. I understand, thank you. I understand that what's amazing is understand that you don't need other people either to grab your business card. I don't need other people to grab my business card. I don't need them to go and search me up on YouTube. I don't need them to go and search me up on Instagram. I don't need them, but I love to do my work anyway. I love to just come here and do my work. And that's how I really just gain more success anyway. I gain more success like this. I understand when I have a haircut, I understand that anytime I may have a haircut or be in a line somewhere, I understand that what's important is I start writing my journal. I start writing my journal, or I start reading along the way something in YouTube, and I catch up with my mentors every single day because information, that's why. I catch up with the information of daily life, and then I understand to be much more updating myself. And when I do that every single day, I thank you very much. I understand I'm always doing something greater. I understand that's why I'm making sure every single day I share people around. I understand when I share people around, I understand I always have more to share around and to do. I understand when I do all the time much more, I'm always much greater. And when I do that, I trust in thyself. I trust in what I do. I understand when I trust in what I do all the time, I make sure I'm always growing, I'm flying everywhere, I'm a superstar. I understand that I'm really, really never smoking pot because I understand that I'm never a weed smoker anymore. I understand that either way I'm not a drug addict. I understand I was a drug addict before. I understand either way it's not the way to go. I understand that what's amazing every single day is I go find those nice, beautiful tactics. And when you have tactics, you have simpleness. And when you have simpleness, you have derivatives. And when you have derivatives, you understand every single day you have quality of shaping yourself into a formless attitude. And then guess what? I realize that when you're formless, I realize nothing can really label you anymore. Because when you're formed into something, you are then not yourself. I promise you, either way, you must understand that what's amazing is to go and really dwell upon what you have every single day in a different way and expand those words like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I understand either way that what's amazing is go and be that smart. Go long. Understand the long words of life. Go and learn what those words are. Because understand every single word in a dictionary has something to say, so go and express it. Express every single word and understand every single day that you must do something very worthy of yourself. Understand every single idea, and there's always something more to say. And understand this, that it doesn't matter what age you are. It matters that you're just communicating from today. It just matters that you're just living more from today. It just matters that you're just doing something to help today. I promise you that's all it matters. I promise you that's all that matters. I realize that every single day, just go promote as much as you can yourself in your face. That's it. I promise you that's what life is made of. I promise you that's what life is, and that's life greatness. Or that's life in greatness. I understand that when you're really, really dwelling upon communication, understand every single day that your face must be promoting yourself. You understand? You are your own brand. I am my own brand. I am my own company. You are your own company. Nike and Adidas is its own company, but that's an outside world company. And now there's two types of companies in the world. I realize there's an inner world company, which is the best kind of company, and that's the Jesus Christ company. Or there's an outside world brand company, such as a Ferrari company, or a car company, or a Maya store company, or Foot Locker. That's outside. I realize now, if you want to succeed, you don't succeed outside. I realize you don't make McDonald's food chains. You don't make Myers. You don't make escalators. You don't make anything in the outside world. You just make everything in the inside world. You go inside. You dwell inside. I realize Jesus is working inside. Jesus is his own brand. Jesus Christ is his own brand. Jesus Christ is his own company and own legacy. Your legacy. Would you rather remember Adidas or your name? Of course your name. Why? Because your name is much more important. I mean, now, would you rather create a nice, beautiful legacy of a Nike brand or your name? I mean, of course, you have to understand that it's much better to create your name. Your name is much more important than everything else. I mean, understand that I never remember who's the actual founder of Nike and Adidas. I don't know those people. I mean, I understand Nike, I see Nike, but I don't understand who's behind it. I mean, do you understand? Because they're never in the spotlight and they're never teaching me nothing about life. I promise you, that's not business. I promise you, Nike brand and Adidas brand, I promise you, that's easy to make. I promise you, that's easy to make a Nike brand and Adidas brand. I promise you, that's easy. I promise you, now make a Danny Milivojevic brand. I promise you, there's only one in the world. I promise you, you'll never find anyone like it. I mean, you understand? You'll never find anybody else like your face today. I promise you, there's only one of your face, and that's where you go. For your company and for your legacy and for everything. I mean, you understand? I mean, you try to compete with me, you never ever outdo me. You never be me. You never be my face. You never be my legacy. I mean, you understand? You never walk my footsteps, because my footsteps is just for me. And guess what? I realize either way, I'm unique like that. I understand when I have uniqueism, in terms of uniqueism, in terms of uniqueness, I understand every single day. I go and label those words every single day in a mannerism that really supports my nice, beautiful ethics. I have ethics to understand every single day, that have qualities within me to understand that when I go really spark that controversy of metaphors every single day, I go and find a nice, beautiful pothole. I understand when I find the pothole, I fill it with some water. I fill it with some wisdom. I mean, you understand? I feel everything. I mean, you understand? I mean, when I play golf right now. I play sport right now. I play everything right now, but I play in communication. I play every single sport in the planet. I play poker cards. I play gambling right now. I mean, you understand? I'll do everything. I mean, there's everything. I mean, I seek pleasure right now. I mean, I already have pleasure. I mean, you understand? I already have pleasure. I mean, everything's right now. But I don't need anything from this world except I. I promise you, I is the only aspect of life I need. I mean, just one little letter, and that's it. I mean, that's what you bring home into God, and that's that. I promise you, either way, you must understand that when they talk about the second coming of Christ, Jesus, I promise you, it means that Jesus Christ is not coming down into this world. I promise you now, when you pass away, I mean, that's when you see Jesus Christ again. And that's the second time of Jesus Christ. And that's the second coming of Jesus Christ. I mean, do you understand? Because the second coming of Jesus Christ is not happening in this world, or else it's happening in the afterworld. Or else once you pass away, you understand, then you get the second coming of Jesus Christ. I mean, do you understand? Because anything that's number 2 is in the afterworld and eternity. I promise you, everything that's right here is eternity also. But understand that what's amazing is wherever God goes is eternity. I mean, do you understand? So either way, that anybody who says that God shall reign in the heavens and that He will He will come into this world and show from the clouds, and He will show us all the angels, and then Antichrist will come around and he will try to blaspheme everybody, and Jesus Christ and His angels are going to come and fight the Antichrist and all that. I mean, that's all bullshit. I mean, do you understand? I mean, what's amazing is understand that is already done. I mean, that's already right now. I mean, understand that what's amazing is every single day understand that no matter what, that many people are trying to lead many people into Satanism with that nice, beautiful remark. I mean, understand that no matter what, that I'm very beautiful, but I'm not Satan. I understand that what's amazing is understand every single day that there is no angels going to fall from the sky, and Jesus is not coming from the sky right now. I mean, you understand? So realize that when they say that Jesus is going to come from the sky and from Mars to come and see you today, I mean, just understand that it's not true. I mean, what's amazing is that what is true is the second coming of Jesus is when you pass away. And then Jesus will come from the heavens. And then understand that you're already dead. I mean, do you understand? I mean, you're already passing away. I mean, understand that when you're dead, you'll see the second coming of Jesus. And that's that. I understand either way that most people talk about this story about Antichrist and Jesus Christ and them having a war in this lifetime. I understand that, although I understand that it's happening. I understand that everything is happening and there's also a true story. But understand this, you don't find anything else in the future or the past. You find it right now. So when you understand that anything that is all that nice, beautiful talk about Jesus Christ and all that, you must understand, I'm always now, I'm not Satan. I understand that what's amazing is understand that you must realize that anything that's going to fall out of the sky today is you. I understand, you must understand, to go and really live life and just grow, and understand that once you pass away, you'll go to eternity, and that's when the angels will come and pick you up. I mean, you have to believe in that. Because if you don't believe in that, I mean, why aren't you happier for? I mean, make sure you understand that angels will Jesus will come into your grave and get you. I mean, believe in it. I mean, just believe in it. Because it's nice for somebody to raise you, isn't it? Now, communication never lies. Communication never cheats. Anything that anybody ever says about communication is not a lie. There's no lies in this world. I promise you, all those cases about the coronavirus, I promise you, it's something different other than the coronavirus, but they're just blaming it on the coronavirus. I promise you, it's not the coronavirus. I promise you, there's no such thing as coronavirus. I promise you, what is amazing every single day is understand that if you're smoking cigarettes or if you're a smoker, you can quit smoking through quitting caffeine and also alcohol. And understand that's how I quit smoking. I quit smoking because I chose to quit the caffeine first, and then I chose to quit the alcohol, and I chose to quit the drugs and weed, and then I can tackle the cigarettes as well. I promise you all that if you're trying to quit alcohol and cigarettes and also all the drugs at the same time, you have to understand that it's too much pressure for you to do that. I promise you all that understand that what's amazing is go one step at a time every single day. I promise you what's amazing is understand that every single day you must go and really privilege yourself to go and really inspire every single day. So go and understand that when I speak for 12 hours and more. I just keep speaking because I understand that's amazing. You have to be speaking. You have to be public speaking all the time. Otherwise, that what's amazing is I love to speak, and I don't need people to be. I don't need people to get my business card. I don't need people to come see me. I don't need them at all. But what's amazing is every single day I need myself to grow, and that's why I grow. So whatever you believe in, I mean, go believe in the drug addict then. I mean, what's amazing is I'm not a drug addict. I mean, I understand I never believe in drug addicts. I understand I believe in Jesus Christ. I mean, do you understand? I believe in something greater than a drug addict. I believe, and I make sure every single day I believe much more than yesterday. And when I do that every single day, I go and find that nice, beautiful skill of meditation and class, because I understand that most people are really, let's say, never impressive about their communication. I mean, do you understand? I mean, I understand that when people are much more in communication, or else that's when they're more impressive. But understand every single day, you must go and focus on thyself. You must be living life to the greatest. And then when you do that every single day, you just have fun along the way and just understand to enjoy yourself. But then, I mean, don't go up to other people. I mean, just go to the information. And the information is something you need. I mean, if you're going to the person just for the person, you're just wasting time. You don't go for Jesus Christ just for Jesus Christ. You go for the nice, beautiful information of Jesus Christ. I promise you now, because I said that, I understand either way. I still understand that when I go for Jesus Christ, I get the whole package. I get the whole package. I mean, do you understand? I understand that Jesus Christ is with the information. But I understand that what's amazing is the individual who has the most success in life is the individual who has the most information. I promise you, I never just go for you. I go for your information. And if you have the information to give me to make me more successful, or else that's why I come to you. Or else that's why I learn from you. Or else now I have plenty of students. I have many people coming and watching me in life because I have so much to give. I have so much more pleasure. I have so much more empathy. I have so much more leadership every single day. And that's why I'm so much more than most people. I understand I'm so much more than the world. I understand that I am the world. I mean, do you understand? I mean, do you understand that my world is every single day growing? I understand when I'm growing, I'm finding that nice, beautiful skill every single day. I understand either way, I need to give you my nice, beautiful business card. I'll give you my business card over here. You can grab one business card from me. I promise you all though that she's not interested in I today. I understand that what's amazing is either way, that what's amazing is I'm always growing. I'm always making sure that either way, I mean, when you're giving, I mean, I give you my nice, beautiful video anyway. I understand that either way, that doesn't lift me. Or else if you don't come and reach out for my hand when I give you my hand, or else it doesn't inspire me much. Or else what inspires me is when I give you my business card and you grab it. I promise you that inspires me. But when you just walk away like a shifty person, I understand either way. I understand the drug addict straight away. I understand straight away. I understand people who drink alcohol and do drugs straight away when they walk away from me and not come through my business card over here. I understand drug addicts straight away. I understand. I understand that what's amazing is I'm always lifting myself in the process. You understand? I understand that inspires me in terms of life when you grab my business card. I understand that lifts me. I promise you that's a leader who comes and helps me out to come see my business card. But those who just walk away are drug addicts. I promise you. And that's how simple it is. I promise you. Either way, they're drinking caffeine or doing some type of drug. I understand that either way, I'm just making sure that I don't need you to grab my business card. I don't need you. But what's amazing every single day is I go and focus upon my communication. I promise you, my communication is something. I promise you, every single day I communicate, I do something better than yesterday. I just make sure every single day I go and focus upon my nice, beautiful communication signals. And that way I understand every single day I'm always growing upon that. I understand that I realize when somebody rejects you, I realize I'm happier for that. I'm happier when they reject you because then you understand how I feel. I mean, you understand every single day how Jesus Christ feels when people reject you. That's why Jesus Christ is rejecting nobody today. I mean, you understand? Because he gives you everything in the information. But understand why they reject Jesus. I mean, because they are people who don't love information. I mean, they don't love to grow with Jesus Christ. And that's why they kill Jesus Christ. I mean, do you understand? Because Jesus Christ just came there to nicely and beautifully give that information. And they don't want the information because they want to kill Jesus Christ. I mean, do you understand? Because they don't care about information. So when I see people when I see people who don't want to come get my business card, I see the same story with Jesus Christ. I see people who want to kill me then. I mean, do you understand? I mean, I see full of people today who want to kill me because I understand either way, they don't want to grab my business card. I understand that what's amazing is understand, I love you anyway. But what's amazing is I forgive you. I understand either way that you're just unaware about what I have to give. So I have to do a better job. I have to get bigger. I have to understand. I have to get my legacy bigger and bigger. So in 10 years' time, you'll find out about me, and then maybe you'll start growing. I mean, 10 years is a long time. I understand that what's amazing is in 10 years' time, I'll be traveling the world. I'll be traveling everywhere because every single day I keep it up and I keep it up and I keep it up. Otherwise, I am always increasing that nice, beautiful wisdom that I have. And when I increase it every single day, I'm always better than yesterday. I always have much more to say. I always have much more to give. Or it's a beautiful attitude that you need. You don't need big muscles. I mean, look at Jesus Christ muscles. Do you think you're so big? I mean, understand Jesus Christ muscles. I mean, that's the kind of muscles I have. I mean, understand that it doesn't matter how big you are, but it matters how big your heart is. For you, how much your heart can really deliver is how much you need to understand. For it doesn't matter how big your genitals are, and it doesn't matter how big your muscles are. But what matters is how much you give in information. I promise you don't see Jesus Christ doing push-ups, bro. I mean, do you understand? You don't see Jesus Christ doing sit-ups and trying to impress the crowd with the muscles. I promise you that either way, that everything that's impressive is communication skills only. And then when you can go and improve those communication skills, and along the way, also do more than Jesus Christ, I promise you now, you will rest in peace in a better way. I mean, do you understand? So, realize I'm resting in peace right now. I'm resting right now. I mean, this is my rest. I love to understand either way, that I understand every single day how to grow. I understand how to really deliver. I understand how to really privilege myself every single day. I understand how to really have great work ethic. And when I have great work ethic, I understand how to really understand you and everything, and how to understand it, and how to understand to know life in a way that I know my I. I know my I. I love you. I know who I am in my I. I only know this world because I know my I. And that's that. I promise you, that's why I'm always growing. I'm a fashion model, so I have Instagram and YouTube. I mean, I have a lot of photos on my nice, beautiful Instagram. I understand, although, that I always have more time to really deliver my nice, beautiful information daily. I have another hour here, but what's amazing is I'm always communicating. I understand when I communicate for the next hour, I always go find those ideas to fill in the time, because that's my growth skills. I understand for the next hour I'll be growing over here, and that's how I really grow, because I understand that when I grow, I make sure I go and deliver. I understand I can see 1 hour ahead of time. I understand that what's amazing is make sure you understand to always go and really deliver. I mean, deliver your quality, and make sure you have to understand how to really grow. I promise you, when you grow daily, you shall be something more. I mean, go and understand every single day that the more people see you, I promise you, the better you are. But I love to be in front of the spotlight every single day, and I love to give the best performance. I already complete my nice, beautiful hour, but let's have another hour of communication. Because that's something beautiful, isn't it? You have to understand every single day, I go and find that nice, beautiful privilege. I go and find another way. I promise you, I find another way, and I find another way, and I find another way. I promise you, there's millions of ways in communication where you can go and speak and public speak and do the best. I promise you, there's always something more to say. So always go find something to say. I always go find a nice, beautiful privilege where I can go and speak out. Because I understand if I can deliver more, I deliver more. I promise you, that's simple. But it's so simple to understand how to deliver more. But you have to understand, you have to privilege yourself to do it. You have to understand, you have to confront your demons. You have to understand that when you confront them, you have to go face your fears. Whatever your fears are, you have to deliver it. And you have to understand, you have to deliver it in a way that you expose it. And then you have to understand how to magnetize yourself in a way to go around it. And then when you go around it, you really deliver a way to understand, to help people to get away from those fears. And then understand you're teaching people how to get away from those fears. And when you teach people how to get away from those fears, you actually teach yourself first. And then understand either way, that is how you grow. I promise you now, if you have fears, or it's because you're not growing. Understand that your only biggest fear in life is not growing. I promise you, there's nothing else. I promise you, there's only one way up, and that's your fear. Your fear is to be in the spotlight today. Your fear and your biggest fear today is to be famous. I understand that is your fear, but you have to understand that it's growth. You have to understand communication skills will get you there. That's where I'm going, but I'm communicating my way into that Beyonce legacy that she has. I promise you, I love the legacy of hers. I promise you, the Michael Jackson legacy, I'll be bigger than them. I promise you, either way, but what's amazing is I teach more than them right now. I promise you, either way, I respect people who have a better attitude than I do. But I've never met one. I've never met one who has a better attitude than me right now. I promise you. Either way, understand that what's amazing is I go and really, really dwell upon that nice, beautiful skill, which is I love you. I understand every single day I go and really dwell upon a nice, beautiful communication technique every single day. I understand that nice, beautiful atmosphere around the vibe today. I understand it changed in terms of I understand there's a beautiful difference surrounding now. I understand I'm much more louder this time. I understand it's much quieter around here now. I understand that most people have gone now, but either way, what's amazing is I still go do my work. I understand when I do my work all the time, I love to speak so much, man. I understand when I love to speak so much, I love to understand something. I understand that's the whole point. I realize that's why I talk so much. I'd rather talk so much than do anything else. I understand when I go and do something much more than yesterday, I privilege myself upon a greatness lifestyle. I understand when I do that all the time, I make sure I go and give the best performance I can in communication skills alone. And then once I do that, I understand I go and find a beautiful privilege of teaching you something. And then when I teach you something, I'll teach myself something. I'll give you some treats today, and then I'll give myself some treats someday. I promise you now, someday is someday right now. And then it's right now in terms of my I. Now I understand I give you treats now, and then I understand either way, I understand how to grow. I treat myself with everything. I treat myself with the best ideas in the planet every single day, and I give the best public speaking speech in the world. I promise you, there's nobody else that can public speak like I can. I promise you, nobody else. I promise you, although I'm the best public speaker right now in Australia, I promise you, there's nobody better than me in terms of public speaking. I promise you, that's it. I promise you, either way, that if you can challenge me today and you say that you're better than me, I want to find out your name and I want to see how much information you've given. I promise you, that's that. I promise you, if you can give more than 600 hours than me, I promise you, come here, give me your business card, and I want to be your mentor, and you can also mentor me, and that's that. I promise you, either way, I understand that is what business is, or it's collaboration every single day and doing it for free. Do your passion for free. I don't need plastic money. I already have plastic money in the nice, beautiful information I give. Do you understand? Or else that what's amazing is you can make anything in the world as long as you're growing. You can do whatever you want in the world as long as you're growing. But understand that if you're wasting time, or else that's because you're not growing. Or else now, if you don't want to waste time, you must be making sure of your life much more. You must understand to know thyself. I promise you, you must be sure of something. You must be sure of one word of God. I. You must be sure of one word in the dictionary. I promise you, that's the only word that you can ever be sure about, because that's really contentment, and that's really execution, and that's really everything. I realize there's everything in I. I is negative, I is positive, I is the yin yang, I is evil, I is good, I is the middle, I is the range of everything. Do you understand? I is the whole range. Do you understand? So realize the good and evil of life is just one letter, and it's I. I promise you, that's that. I promise you now, what is in the middle? I is in the middle, so that's why we grow anyway. Do you understand? And now people who are evil don't have the letter I, and people who are good have the letter I. Do you understand? That's how simple it is. Understand that Jesus has an I, and that's why Jesus is not evil. But evil is good and I. Understand? Understand that everything is I. Understand? And that's why I'm really growing all the time. Because I understand I'm not evil because I'm I. I'm not good because I'm I. I'm neither evil, I'm neither good. I'm just I. I mean, isn't that beautiful? I mean, what's amazing every single day is going to teach people a spiritual technique, which is one letter. I mean, that's all you have to talk about all your life. I promise you, the more you talk about I, the better. I promise you now, you speak it as well. You say, I realize the more I talk about I, the better. I promise you, isn't that beautiful? So that's why you come on the street and then you say it out loud. And then you realize you start your nice, beautiful public speech. And then you say, but how can I do that? I mean, now, either way, you must ask questions. And that's very beautiful. But how is understanding your information product. Otherwise, now, understand that you have to have an information product about you if you want to be much more. I promise you now, you have to grow that information within you. You have to be able to grow daily upon what you love to do. Otherwise, when you grow and grow and grow, you shall be more and you shall do more. I promise you that's simple. I promise you every single day, otherwise every single day, I make sure I do the best I can. Whereas when I do the best I can, I go and find ways and techniques to really go and dwell upon I. I understand when I dwell upon I, whereas there's always more to do, I understand you have to be natural about communication. You have to be natural upon what you're doing every single day. I understand just recently, I just made myself a new track. And I understand either way, I'll be singing it very soon. I understand that I really invest my time and I invested in terms of my I understand all my life. I understand either way that what's important is I give 7 hours for this nice beautiful track that I just made. I understand either way that what's amazing is you just give time. You give yourself time and it's worth it. Because what's worth it about music production is the information behind it. I learned something along the way about how to make music. I mean, how do I learn that? I learned it from the information. I go and search about the information product. And how do I give information? I give information through writing it down. I mean, how do I write it down? I write it through audio, video, and writing. And now I understand that the more I write in my journal, the better I get. Otherwise, the more I write physically or type it down or write it any way possible, I promise you the better I get. I understand although that most people cannot even write a book. I promise you they cannot even write a book for themselves. I promise you now, otherwise there is a time, I understand that where you come in life and you say, I'm an author. But then guess what happens? Otherwise people don't care that you're an author because millions of people today are, millions of people are an author today. I promise you now, what's the distinct moments that you're the greatest author in the world? I promise you, it's only the ability to do more than all other authors. I promise you, how do you do that? I mean, write more books than them. I promise you, it's that simple. I promise you, one book, I promise you, a little baby can write one book. I mean, write billions of books. I mean, write billions of books. I mean, anybody can do 1 hour video. I mean, write 600 hours of videos. I mean, come on. I mean, then write 1,200 hours of videos. And then 1,800, and then 2,400, and then 5,000. I mean, do you understand? I mean, that's the key difference between somebody who's greater and somebody who's just started. I mean, do you understand? I mean, either way, anybody who just starts now is in a greater method than those who never start at all. I promise you, if you want to be successful, you have to show up first. You have to show up. You have to be making sure that you have that consistency and the vibrancy, which is your information. And now, the more you read, the better you are. First, the more you read, the more you research. And the more you research, the more you connect the words together. And then once you research and connect the words together, you become a leader. First, now when you become a leader, you become Jesus Christ. I mean, do you understand? First, it's that simple. Because there's only one road in life, and the road is up. And the world is in I. I mean, do you understand? But the world is understanding every single day that every single day you must go in I. You must understand I is the way. But I is something that you must write down over and over and over again so that you understand to just keep coming back to the I. I mean, you may have a billion words beside the I, but make sure the I goes first and then write the words in a sentence after I. I mean, do you understand? I mean, realize, and then you start with the full stop in terms of life and understand you don't start with the full stop, you start with I. You finish the sentence with I, but make sure your grammatical skills, you write the full stop and then you start with I. And then you end with I and just put a full stop so you understand either way that you finish with I again. I mean, understand? I mean, what's important is make sure every single day that those people around you are never ever going to tackle you down. I mean, nobody can tackle me down in life. I mean, nobody can even try to because I have fighting skills. I can fight. I understand when I fight, I karate. I mean, understand? I chop people. I chop them. I use a chop mechanism. I chop. I slice you. I mean, you understand? I'm very powerful like that. I understand I have self-defense mechanisms over here. I start kicking people. I start really, really defending. I mean, understand, although what's amazing is understand I never like to fight. I never like to fight. I understand that what's amazing is I never go causing violence. But if somebody wants to cause me violence, I understand I will make sure that you're on the floor. I understand when you're on the floor, I'll put your head there and then I'll call the police. I understand what's amazing is I understand that every single day you must grow up. You must understand it's not about violence. It's not about UFC, cuz. I mean, wow. I mean, somebody breaks a leg over there. I mean, that makes people happier. I mean, that doesn't make me happier. I understand that what makes me happier is I love to make myself happier. I understand that what's amazing every single day is growing up on a microphone. I mean, growing up on a microphone is something. I mean, come on. I mean, you have to understand to privilege yourself every single day. And then when you privilege yourself, you have to understand that no matter what, otherwise I don't need you. But what's amazing is you need my information. You need my information, baby. I understand my information is something that you walk away from. But understand if you walk away from my information, you don't even learn and grow with my information. You may go to somebody else's then. Because probably you understand that what's amazing is I love when people walk away from me. I love it. Because I don't need them to get my information. I mean, do you understand? I just go do my information, and then people just pick up along the way and say, hey, I like this guy. But understand that 99% of the world will not follow you. Or they may say, hey, I like this woman. I mean, do you understand? I mean, understand that the more you raise your voice, the better. You must be able to raise your voice in a microphone more and more and more to be much more privileging in a way that you have a greater expectancy about yourself to understand how to communicate in front of a crowd. And then once you do it, I mean, just go and really perform it every single day and build a habit of coming every day to street performance. I mean, understand that just earlier, I mean, just recently, I mean, 6 months ago, I mean, I have already 84 videos on my nice, beautiful street performance, which is over 110 hours. I mean, over 110 hours I've been doing street performance. So either way, that when you understand that when I go and perform and I'll go do something very great, I understand I put it in all in terms of my life. I put all my nice, beautiful videos in YouTube. I mean, you understand? And then guess what? I realize a millionaire comes along and people have audiences and they see my resume or my portfolio. And then my resume and my portfolio is my social media. And now I make my social media very beautiful. So I put all these fashion magazine photos of myself and I load upon them. I load upon all these nice, beautiful quotes in my nice, beautiful Instagram and also my images of life. I realize that when I have my images and everything in terms of life ready, I understand that I'm much better than perfect. I understand although that what's amazing is that when you have to correct your nice, beautiful business cards, you just keep talking on the microphone and just relax and just let somebody else get your nice, beautiful microphone and start speaking with you. And you also understand that they can grab your business cards, so never even worry about it. I understand that what's amazing is give those people ideas, but my nice, beautiful YouTube and Instagram is my resume today. And it's my portfolio. It's my business revenue. I mean, do you understand? I mean, it's everything. I mean, understand that when I say everything, I mean all my information's there. I mean, understand? And that's my commodity, and that's what grows. I understand although that when you come on my Instagram, you'll find my Instagram and my nice, beautiful, driven aspect of how I really live my life. And that gives you ideas, doesn't it? And then what happens is you get very inspired for yourself. You actually become much more enthusiastic about what I do. And then you then start to follow me. And then I build this nice, beautiful attention. But either way, what's important is understand that many millionaires today and billionaires are looking for public speakers for their events. So Tony Robbins, for example, has his own events. And then he's always looking for a public speaker here and there who can come to his nice, beautiful event. And there's many public speakers. There's many. The guy will get anybody who's a public speaker who can lead. And that's that. Do you understand? Just get on the microphone and lead, and Tony Robbins will call you. I promise you it's that simple. But guess what? Or there's only one Danny Milivojevic. I promise you it's that simple. I promise you'll never find anybody like me. I promise you that what's amazing is understand that these millionaires are going around and making these events, and they can call you. I understand although that there's no competition about public speaking because I do on the street every single day. I own this joint. I own the nice, beautiful air I breathe every single day. And then what's important in terms of life is making sure that your life is something greater than you. You must understand that when you go and just communicate, I know my I only. I understand every single day, I go and focus upon my nice, beautiful ability to go and give that nice, beautiful seminar as long as I need to. I understand I can talk for 12 hours. I can talk easily. I can talk and talk and talk. I walk the talk though. I walk my talk. I make sure every single day I have something more to give. And then when I give more and more and more, I actually deliver. And when I deliver something, I deliver quality. I deliver the wisdom. I deliver nice, beautiful gravity of information that you need. And then you need to specify to grow with it. You have to grow with your life all the time. I want you to grow up to 100. I want you to understand every single day that I'm always better than yesterday. I'm always making sure there's more. I promise you when there's more, I promise you every single day, I understand more is courage. I understand that's how I really grow. I grow through more freedom. I grow through more empathy. I understand that what's beautiful in life is how much you're giving, and it's not how you look. I mean, do you understand? Or it doesn't matter what kind of shoes you have today, and it doesn't matter the dress that you wear. I promise you it doesn't matter about the dress, and it doesn't matter about the gold wristwatch. I promise you that doesn't matter anymore. I promise you what matters is your YouTube channel and Instagram, and how good is your Instagram and YouTube. Because that's your portfolio, and that's your nice, beautiful capital gain, and that's where people come to watch you. I promise you that's a spotlight, because that's more than a wristwatch. I promise you that's more than a dress. I promise you that's more than $1,000. I promise you that's more than what you're wearing today. I promise you that's more than all this. But what is more is I. I is more than all of that. But I understand either way that I use everything I have here to deliver this in terms of what I have here. And now either way, you can rob me today, and guess what? I mean, spare my life, and guess what? I'll be greater than this. I'll still be in 10 years' time, much greater. Because why? Because I have the skills. I build the skills with my technology. I make sure I get myself a nice, beautiful public speaking speaker where I can say it's a portable speaker, and I communicate in a way that everybody can hear me, but in a way that I can go and pump my own music as well, because it's my music. I produce my own music. I'm a music producer. I make my own music, so I like to play my own music instead of other people's music. I love Armin van Buuren. I love deadmau5. I love all these leaders in nice, beautiful music, and Afrojack and Avicii. I understand their music, but I rather listen to my music. I produce my own music. I understand. That's why I have a double shots at Glory, and then I have a nice, beautiful comedy show as well. I do a comedy show and acting degree as well. I act on the street as well. I can do whatever I want because I go and sum up the nice, beautiful talent to do so. But how do I do that? I understand that I go be alone. I go be alone more than other people. I understand that either way, I go be alone more than other people in a way that I never have to be around other people. I make sure I'm never around the crowd, because the crowd from the past hates me. Unfortunately, they hate me so much because of the information that's being spread around with me. And understand it's because they're not growing either. I mean, they're not growing with that information. I mean, I realize they see some information from somebody and they never challenge it. I mean, they just believe it. They say this person kicked this person and it never happens. And then they just go believing that about you because somebody else said it. I realize that's how the crowd is. I realize they believe what is said and that's it. I mean, they just believe it. I don't believe anything other than Jesus Christ's Bible's information. I mean, you understand? I question everything else. I mean, question me and everything, because that's how you grow. You grow, you question it. Because if I say, this man killed somebody, I mean, and then I realize if you believe that, I mean, you're going to be afraid. I mean, understand that you never be afraid in the first place. But what's amazing is understand that you never just believe anything. You believe the information of the Bible, and that's the exact information you just believe in. It's something that's exact. There's only one book of life, and there's only one Bible. But that Bible is infinite, and it's amazing. There's an amazing story there, and that's what you believe in. Just believe in that, because Jesus is right now understanding that every single day you must go and grow thyself in all information. I mean, go and grow yourself in every single information out there. I have over 600 hours of content, but understand that when you believe more, you don't just believe, you believe more. Now, my information, you believe more in it. Now, when you believe more in it, you'll find out more about it. But if you just believe in it, you just become that information. Otherwise, I have 600 hours of information, but if you believe in that information, you just believe up to that point. That's it. Now, I need you to believe more in that information. Because when you believe more, I realize that when I post another 600 hours, you'll go up and also read that amount of knowledge as well from me. And then I'll post another 600 hours, and then you'll believe more about that information. Otherwise, if I post 50,000 hours of information and you just believe that, otherwise that's how you grow. I mean, that's as far as you grow. The more you read, the better. So believe more in yourself. You don't just believe in yourself, you believe more in yourself. I mean, understand? There's a big difference. I mean, if you believe in yourself, I mean, understand to believe yourself, I realize you also understand either way that once you believe in yourself, you understand that you're still living, but understand that more is something much greater. I understand most people are losing their belief in themselves. I understand it's because of the people around them. I realize that you're the 5 people you surround yourself with. I understand every single day I focus to conform in I. I understand when I conform in I every single day, I go and really, really dwell upon what I can do every single day. I understand when I do that daily, I go and become the best version of myself always. I understand that's the only important aspect every single day. I understand that's the only important matter. Because every single day you go and focus upon your life, because you always be better than yesterday. I promise you, that's all I do. I just be better than yesterday. I'll be better than yesterday. I mean, today I have 24 hours. I'll be better than yesterday. I'm already better than yesterday. I mean, how am I better than yesterday? Because my nice, beautiful video is going for 2 hours today. But on YouTube, I mean, I posted 600 hours in terms of my YouTube account, in terms of my eye. So what happens is, today I post another 2 hours in my nice, beautiful YouTube. And then what happens is I have 602 hours today. And then tomorrow I may do another hour, and then another hour, and then another hour. So what happens is, every single day I'm leveling up my nice, beautiful attitude. Thank you, boss. You need my business card. I understand every single day. I also want to interview you. I want you to come with me on a nice, beautiful microphone and have a nice, beautiful talk. Are you able to? I will come over here. I'll give you my business card. I need you to say, I say yeah, sure. I say yes and sure. I say yes and sure.
I say yes and sure.
I say yes. I realize now it's very important you just come over here because I understand that my nice, beautiful portrait is blocking. But what's amazing is understand that communication skills is something you need. Do you agree?
I agree.
I agree. I promise you that's the best answer. I promise you the amazing aspect of life is most people say yes or no. I realize they say yes, but you have to say I say yes, I say no. You said I agree. I promise you the I is first all the time. I promise you now, do you have any questions?
No.
You have no questions, but you have to have a question to really grow. You have to be more inspirational than that. You have to ask yourself a question right now. You have to ask yourself one question about what you can ask me right now. You have to ask that question. You have to be curious about life because that's how you grow. Or as soon as you have no questions about life, you have a question. You go. You have to grow.
How do I find out what I don't know?
I could say, how do you find out about how I say, how do you find out about what you don't know? I understand that what you must know only is the I. I mean the letter I. I love you. So when you look at the dictionary, I mean, what do you know?
I know more or less how to pronounce the words, and I have a description of what that word means.
I understand there's only one word that you have to know, and it's really the letter I. I understand it's the most important word in the dictionary, and I understand it's because I love you. I understand when you understand how to really grow with your I, you understand that you never ever go with the other because Jesus says, don't cut the I out. I understand that when you're really growing with your communication with other people, you have to understand it's really about I. I understand when I grow, I make sure every single day that my nice beautiful communication technique has my I first, and then my I is my last word. I start with my first word, I. I mean, the first word of God is which letter?
The first word of God is G.
I could say it's I. I could say it's really I, because the first actual word, you have to understand that you have to communicate with your I. So you started your sentence with the first word. You say the first word. I'm saying it's very important to do so, because when you're actually speaking, you can actually hear my communication technique and how I speak. I speak now with my I first, and I actually go with my I first again. I now realize that either way, I speak with the I and end with the I, because that's how I actually talk. I talk for different levels of communication, but what's amazing is making sure that every single day you have to speak up more. Understand that what's amazing is every single day you must find out more information about everything. And then once you're doing that, you must never give up on yourself. You must understand you must grow. And then when you grow, you must ask more questions. So stick to more questions, stick to being in front of a crowd and pulling your heart into yourself. So make sure you understand that it's not about the crowd and it's not about other people, but what it's about is making sure that we're more diverse. And then when we're more diverse, or else we're leading people on YouTube and Instagram and all over the world with I. I mean, how else can we lead but I? I mean, you don't lead with other people, you lead with I first. I mean, you have to start with yourself to lead. I understand that when I lead people with my I, and that's how I actually grow. I understand that if I lead people with you, I can also understand I can put the nice beautiful you in action. You must understand that I must grow. You must understand that either way that we're always going to grow together, because I understand that you're still reading from me. I understand as long as you're reading something in life and you're actually always performing in your life a different way and a different module, you'll find out that no matter what, you must know nothing except one word. And which word's that? I mean, that's the only word you know, because that's the only actual word that you can be actually sure about.
Yeah, because it's you.
I need you to speak. I need you to speak on the microphone really close up.
Because it's I.
I understand because I understand because it's I.
I understand because it's I.
Because I realize now, because you said I understand because it's I. You can always go back on your words, because when you start, for example, with the sentence because it's I understand all the. Then you say oh shit. I realize now you don't say oh shit. You say oh shit, and then you say I understand because of I. I understand. You can go back on your words and then say, I mean, just put the I there, and that's how you communicate.
So you're saying we need to begin with I because we know the most about ourselves and I.
I realize that's.
It has to begin with I because what we know for sure is I.
I mean, that's it. I mean, what you know for sure is I, but there's nothing else you can be sure about.
You could be, well,
I understand that what's amazing. I understand that every single day you must look at yourself in the mirror. You must say what word? I. I mean, does it increase your confidence when you say I?
Yeah, it's like you're talking to yourself.
You say, I say yeah, it's like talking to yourself. I mean, you understand? You have to remember your I, because when you look in the mirror, I understand. I mean, most people will go in the mirror and they say, "Love you." I mean, if you go today in the mirror and you say, "Love you," I mean, it doesn't really. I mean, you look like a serial killer. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it looks very fake when you say "love you." I promise you, if you say "I love you," you start with the "I love you," 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 I promise you, it means that you actually mean it, because you're saying "I." But if you just go "love you" and "love you" and "love you" and I realize, and you don't start with the "I," realize then you're not really, let's say, real with yourself. You have to say, I love you. I mean, that's how it is. Now, do you read about Jesus Christ in daily life?
Yes, I do.
I say yes, I do.
I say yes, I do.
You see, you're not remembering your I, and it's because you're unaware. You're unaware of the I. But I understand, I'm so aware of the I that I'm so sure about it. I'm so sure about the I that I have to find it within your nice beautiful sentence that I make you say it. Because that's what a leader does. You have to increase it. I understand, I'm very aware of it. I mean, do you understand?
I understand.
I mean, I understand. You said before, I agree. I like that one. I understand, that's amazing. So I'm really, I'm actually promoting you right now, because I understand that you did say that before. Didn't you?
I say yes.
I say yes. So either way, you're actually you're promoting yourself even more, because how are you doing that?
I am beginning with I.
You begin with I. Approach, that's it. You begin with I, and how do you end life?
Sorry, can you please repeat that?
You say, I say sorry.
I say sorry.
I say sorry, and can you please repeat that?
I say sorry, and can you please repeat
I first. I mean, either way, anything else without the I is fake. I mean, you must understand, I makes it real. I mean, anything that's not speaking the I first is fake knowledge. I mean, it's not fake knowledge, but it's not authentic. I love you. I never say love you. I say I love you. I mean, many people understand that, for example, my mother, in terms of my biological mother, taught me my first word. I realized that she says, Danny, is my first word that came out of my mouth. I want you to teach your kids, I love you. I want your kids to say the first words, I love you. Because that's I first. Or else, do you put your dad first, or do you put I first?
I don't understand.
You already answered the question. You put I first. Because you said I first. I mean, do you understand? Or else now, if you understand that no matter what, that within everybody in your life, who do you put first?
I'm going to go home. I'm hungry.
I understand. I understand that what's hunger is you must be hungry for knowledge. Approaching food and drink is not something that you need, but what you need is energy. And now, when you eat something, you eat for energy, and don't eat to just eat and drink. You eat for energy, but understand one word.
I agree.
I agree. I thank you very much, sir. I thank you. You're very amazing. I understand either way. I understand I have a lot of knowledge over here today. I understand that's my nice, beautiful teaching, which is I love you. I thank you. I understand either way. You must always learn how to understand my language. I start with my I end with my I. I promise you, anything that's not I today is very not authentic. I promise you, Jesus Christ's word of life is I, and that's it. I promise you, either way, you must understand I is something that I grow up with. I increase it. I make sure every single day I expand. I understand when I expand, I try to have as many conversations as I can. I thank you, sir. I thank you. I thank you. I say, I thank you. I never say thank you. I say, I thank you. I welcome you. I don't say welcome. I say, I welcome you. I mean, there's that. Whereas it's very important that you understand that's authentic and that's how to lead people and that's how to really grace yourself in God. Or else when you grace yourself in God, or else it's only one word and the word is I. I promise you that's it. I promise you you're a blessing in that word every single day, and you're understanding that no matter what you do every single day, that you're going to be journaling today. You're going to get your phone out because it's a phone, and understand that these days you understand that you can grow with your phone, and you have an internet today. And guess what? I realized before we had no internet before. I understand that what's amazing is now. I understand now we have an opportunity to really dwell upon information to grow. I understand that when you dwell upon information to grow, you find a better leader in you. You find something to read. You find something of an idea. You find a way to grow yourself. I understand that when you grow yourself, I understand either way, you let people to come to you. I understand that what's amazing every single day is that when you come on a nice, beautiful street performance, you never have to speak to other people. I'm lazy to speak with other people today. I'm lazy to speak with other people. But what's amazing, I'm speaking with myself today. I'm not lazy to speak with myself. I mean, why am I lazy to speak with other people today? I mean, I don't even want to invite them to my nice, beautiful gig over here. Otherwise, I'm not giving up on them. I just don't want them with myself. I mean, do you understand? I just don't want them with myself on the microphone. Or else now, if they choose to come over here, or else that's what people do. Or else they'll listen to you and you can just speak and speak and speak, and then they'll just come closer and closer, and then as they're approaching, you say, I'll give you a business card. And then you give them a business card, and you say, or else since you're here, I understand that you can come over here and have a nice, beautiful public speaking gig with me, because you're already 2 meters away from me, and you look like somebody who's enthusiastic about me, in terms of I love you. I understand either way. What's important is understand what word, I, is the only answer. I is the only answer. So realize I can get myself out of any situation. I can actually deliver. I can actually understand that I'm a positive being. I can understand that either way that I help everybody. I help the most with wisdom. I understand plastic money is not how you help people. I promise you, it's really understand that wisdom and courage and leadership in terms of knowledge is how you help people. So when you're helping people, I mean, what are you really doing? You're really looking at people, but you're understanding to talk. Whereas when you're talking in front of people, I mean, just make sure you understand that it's not about them, but it's about you. Or else it's about your growth. And it's about making them come to your information so that they grow. I promise you it's that simple, because I didn't come here for you, I came here for I. I mean, do you understand? I came here to grow myself, but if you're interested to grow, I'll grow you in my information. Promise you, that's what you need. I promise you, although, if you don't need my information, you'll walk away, and that's how it is. I promise you, although, I understand where I'm coming from. I understand that what's amazing is you never motivated I today to come here. I just came here. I came here out of a willing heart to be a greater legacy, and that's it. I promise you, nobody is motivating I today except I. I promise you, that's the only difference. I promise you, what's amazing is people come into your life when they see you're much bigger, and when you have better status, and when you have something greater to say every single day, and they just want to meet you, and they just want to be around you because of your communication skill. And I understand that either way, that most people will just walk away from you because they don't believe in your communication skill, or else they don't believe in public speakers, or else they don't believe in something that you say, because it's you. I mean, it's just you. I mean, that what's amazing is that more you speak and speak and speak, or else let them walk away. But what's amazing is in 10 years' time, or else they'll see you again. And then in 20 years' time, or else they'll see you again. And in 30 years' time, or else they'll see you again. Or else either way, they'll see you again for the next 72 years. Or else what's amazing is just keep growing that development of your communication skill, and understand that if people don't want to even come with you on a nice, beautiful microphone, you don't need to invite people to come to your nice, beautiful seminar right here, because I understand this is my seminar. I understand it's like it's yours, or else this is your seminar, because I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you because I understand I'm growing you, and then I grow I like that. I understand either way that when I grow people, I do it for you. I do it for I. I I understand Jesus came here for you, so that he can grow you, and so that he can grow and give you the Bible, and so that he can make sure that you have a prosperous life, and so that you understand eternity, and that there is a second world. Do you understand? There is. There's everything. Everything you speak of, there is. You have to believe in information more. Do you understand? That's how it is. But the more information you have, the more motivated you are. And either way, I understand that for the first 5 years, I was not a public speaker. From 22 to about 27, I didn't public speak much. But I was reading a lot. I was reading a lot of real estate. I was reading a lot of business. I was reading a lot of nice, beautiful leadership. I'm still reading everything. I'm curious about everything. I'm always learning. I'm always learning about every single soul in the dictionary and life. Because I understand that what's amazing is I have to be curious about life all the time. So I understand I'm always making sure that I'm always growing. I always go back to the I, because that's how I grow. I grow through the I inspection. I understand every single day, I go and find that nice, beautiful word, which is I. I is the beautiful word. I understand either way, that's the best word of the planet. I understand that's why the alphabet starts with what word? I. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I is first. Do you understand? I is the alphabet. Understand the whole actual mathematics in terms of anything that you want to learn is just I. What's 50 times 50? I. What's 100 times 52? I. What's 160,000 times 550 minus 5 plus 500? I is the answer. Do you understand? So every single word is I. Every single number is I. And that's that. It's that simple, and that's mathematics. Now, either way, you must be able to simplify, and you must be able to understand how to do that. And just realize everything is I. How much is the distance between that and this? I. How many years have I been walking? I. I is the only answer. That's it. Do you understand? And that's all you have to learn, really. You just have to learn your I. There's nothing else to learn in this lifetime except the word I. I promise you now, the word I is something that really lifts you, and that's that. I promise you, if you just stick to the I promise you can teach anything in the I. You can teach the whole evil of life with just one word. What word is it? I. Thank you. You can teach the good and evil of one life. Either way, one life is I. I just simplified I into myself. I understand when I go and really, really dwell upon life, I understand I'll go and speak, but I understand that either way, that now, I understand people just want to meet me now. Do you understand? They just want to be with me because I don't need them in the first place. I don't need them. I don't need to speak to you. I just speak to my nice, beautiful camera here. That's it. I cruise along in my life. I come here to have a conversation with myself in front of people, and I don't talk to the people. I talk to myself all day long. You understand? I talk to I today. I understand when I talk to I, and that's it. I understand that's how I really grow. I don't want to have a conversation with you. I want to have a conversation with myself all day long. I promise you, that's it. That's how I grow. That's how I do it in my journal. I talk to myself all day long because I am the way. Or else I'm talking to myself here. I understand they're listening. I understand there are people around me listening. But I understand it's just I. Understand? So realize I'm always looking at I to have a greater life. I promise you have to have a greater life. You have to understand either way that what's important every single day is believe in thyself. And when you believe in thyself, you shall know thyself. You shall understand why I'm free. You should understand why you have a great life every single day. I promise you it's very important. I promise you what's important is now I understand that I can just keep delivering and delivering and delivering my knowledge every single day, and I'll become more successful. I promise you it's that simple. I promise you I'm always much more successful. I'm always making sure of that. Because how do I make sure of that? I make sure of that with myself. I answer every single question in the dictionary every single day, which is I understand either way. I make sure every single day I have a nice, beautiful conversation with myself again. I everything. I understand that's amazing. I understand that what's amazing every single day is go and perform something live in front of people. And then once you do that, you're just having a conversation with yourself, and then somebody may want to join you in your nice, beautiful public speaking gig, and that's it. Just let them join, and that's it. I promise you, that's how it is with women and men. Or else if they're not chasing you, or else you just become a bigger status, and that's it. Or else you deserve a bigger status anyway. So realize you just get yourself up there, and then you understand that you'll get the actual dream woman or dream man that you've ever been looking for. You understand? You get what you deserve, and that's that. If you go start chasing them now, you're not delaying gratification. If you run to them now, you don't have to run to them to make a kid and to make them married for you. I realize, and you don't have to go and take them everywhere around the world, and you don't have to go and drive them, and you don't have to pick them up from work, and you don't have to have sex with them, and you don't have to go sit with them to talk with them, and you don't have to go shopping for them, and you don't have to listen and talk with them. You talk with yourself all day long. You travel the world with yourself. You have kids with yourself. I mean, understand. I mean, go and learn with yourself. I mean, have a conversation with yourself. I mean, forget everybody else. I mean, that's what I do all day long. I mean, that's why I'm never around the crowd of the past, because their information is mythical. In a way, it's disturbed in terms of I. Understand either way that what's amazing is understand their information is outdated in terms of I. I understand that what's amazing is understand that when I speak about them in a great way, but understand that their information is something that is, let's say that they are not learning about I today, and they're outdating themselves like that. I mean, you understand? I mean, they're not leaders, and that's why they hate me, because they believe of who I am back when I was 15 years of age, and they believe the individual that I was. Unfortunately, they believe that individual, so understand that is not who I am anymore. Or else words change, or else information changes, or else life changes, and people change very quickly. Or else, as soon as you start speaking up more, you will change very quickly. I promise you, it's that simple. But what's amazing is go and really dwell upon a life. I understand there's a few people walking around, but guess what's amazing? My video. Or else my video is amazing. Or else now, I understand that I understand I went back on my words, didn't I? I said, I saved my video. I said, now, either way, I just go and deliver that nice, beautiful information, and I say, what's amazing about what's going on around the world? I understand I is amazing. I understand either way, I'm increasing my knowledge about I. Again, I'm making sure I cannot fall. I can never fall. I understand I can do anything. I understand all that. I make sure I grow up. I grow up in a way that I make sure either way that I'm just going to go back to the I again, because I understand I'm not tired. I understand I have a life. I understand I have something of great quality every single day. So I'm going to deliver that nice, beautiful information. But I understand either way that what's amazing is I never have to invite people anymore to a nice, beautiful public speaking gig. I understand that what's amazing, I don't need TikTok in my life. I don't need those social medias. But what's amazing is I have already everything I deserve. I understand I have Instagram and YouTube. And that's it. I don't need more than that. I promise you, although I need I only. I promise you, although my Mega Drive is something much more important than my YouTube and my Instagram. I promise you now, everything from my Mega Drive goes into YouTube and Instagram. I mean, you understand? So either way, I understand that what's amazing is I invest in a website that's Mega Drive storage online, and it's really something that I go put all my courses in and all my files, and that way it's just simple. I promise you, it's just simple to understand. I'll never lose my content ever again, and I'll never lose anything about myself. I understand, because I go and upload everything right up online, and that way I understand I have a future, I have something to give, I have something of my story. I promise you, your story is the most important aspect of your life. I promise you it has to be. I promise you it has to be your passion. I understand it has to be your dreams. I promise you that what's amazing is talk about yourself all day long. I understand that when you talk about yourself, I promise you when you talk about yourself all day long, I understand how it is talking with other people now. I understand that what's amazing is I'd rather talk to myself than other people. I promise you, although, it's because I understand them. I understand how they are. I understand that it's always the same conversation. I mean, don't cut your eye out. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's the whole Trinity of God. I promise you, that's it. I promise you, it's really understand that most people will talk, but they miss the I completely. And then I can just go back to the I, show them how to put the I in there. I promise you, that's the whole conversation of the world. I promise you, either way, that I understand that, but I rather talk with myself rather than other people. I promise you, I love myself more than other people because I understand I understand how it is. I understand I can grow far more with myself than talking with other people. I understand that what's amazing is every single day I just go and follow up with everything. I make sure I send people messages of kindness here and there because I want to inspire people. I understand my millionaires and billionaires, I realize that when I write my message, I realize they don't want to message me because of my status and because of my leadership quality and because of who I am. I realize it's because of how I am. I understand although, I realize it's because of my following. I understand either way that what's amazing is I just have to get 1 million followers and then I realize they'll come running to me. I understand although what's amazing is understand that why don't you reply? I mean why? Because you have to inspire people anyway. So understand that if you're inspiring me and everybody, I mean just reply and inspire people. I mean why are you scared for? I understand that either way that what's amazing is if you're afraid, I mean why are you afraid for? I mean understand that every single day you must ask questions. You must understand that there's a better life in everybody, but understand that either way, that if you're talking to everybody right now, you must be going to the crowd. You can go anywhere. You can go anywhere. You can do anything you ever want. But understand, you have to know your eye. I promise you, if you like to waste time, you go and do whatever you want. I promise you, it's that simple. I mean, if you want to waste your life, go. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, either way, just make sure you're growing. Just make sure you're growing, and just make sure you have more enough plastic money. That's that. Now you have to understand that what's amazing, even better than plastic money, is make sure you have more than. Make sure you have more skills, because that's how you get more plastic money. You don't go for the plastic money without skills. You make sure you build skills, and then the plastic money comes along easily. But what's amazing is build your skills first, and then you understand plastic money is something that comes toward the experience you have. So for example, when people want a great public speaker, or else they'll drop $50,000 in my pocket to do a 1-hour event because I can public speak. Brusher is that simple. Isn't that beautiful? I don't have to work for a whole year. I brusher now, I don't have to, but I work in terms of other methods. I understand either way that I never retire. I'm never retiring. I'm never retiring anything. But what's amazing is I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job for 10 years. Do you understand? I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job because somebody's going to drop $50,000 in my pocket. Do you understand? Jim Carrey wrote $10 million that he will achieve it. And guess what? I realized somebody dropped $10 million in his pocket. I realized, do you understand why? Because he is an actor and he practices acting, and he's so confident in himself that he wrote a nice little check for himself, and that's what they place inside of him in terms of your life. Or as in terms of Jim Carrey, I understand he receives $10 million for the movie Dumb and Dumber. I understand either way that what's amazing is because he wrote it 10 years ago. Do you understand? And then he achieves it. Either way, that what's amazing is every single day you must go and really, really dwell upon a better life. And when you do that, you'll be in front of people, and then you'll learn and grow along. You learn from the crowd around you. You'll learn what to do. You understand every single day you must go travel. You must go and do what you want to do every single day. You must understand you have to have a greater courage in you. But I understand either way that many people are missing out. I understand when they miss out, I have a better life anyway. I have a better life. But what's amazing is every single day, I love my life so much, I never have to chase other people. I understand it's so tiring when I have to chase you. You're already with another man, or you're with your friends already, and I have to chase you. I have to drive 1 hour to you. I have to stay with you for 5 hours at your house. Come on, man. I have to eat with your family. Come on. I'd rather eat with my family. I'd rather eat with myself. I'd rather be with myself. I'd rather go where I want to go. I don't want to go where you want to go. Do you understand? Inspire me a bit. Inspire me why to get to your house. I don't want to just come to your house just to eat with your family. I want to come to your house so you can teach me something about life. I understand when I go and teach myself every single day about life, I understand every single day I always have something to do. I understand when I have something to do, I'm going to teach your family then. I understand if I choose to come and see you, I realize it's because I devote some time out of my schedule to come and teach you something. I understand when I teach you something, I realize that I just then say, hey, I'm already teaching you. Understand, just go on YouTube because I'll teach you the same thing. But understand that what's amazing is understand that I have to go to those people who actually call me only. When you call me to your event, I'll come. Just make sure that you may drop some money into my pocket because I understand the financing. Sometimes that either way I have the financing. I understand either way that what's amazing, I understand that if I have never financing, I understand I always have financing. I understand either way that what's amazing is realize that if you have no financing, for example, you make sure they drop some money into your pocket. Understand? And say, you drop some money into my pocket, I'll come there. Because otherwise it's not worth it for you to go and put money to go and give them free content when you're already doing it. You're doing it online. Just say for them to go online then. Or else now if you have the financing, you just go. Or else it's that simple. Or else that's all you have to do. I understand that when you really go and really dwell upon your life, I understand it's really that you go and promote yourself. I'm always doing that anyway. I understand either way that what's amazing is when they're interested about you, just let them come. That's it. That's it. I understand that a group of people may walk past and will probably never ever come and grab your business card. But what's amazing is you never need them to grab your business card. I'm so confident that I don't need you guys. I don't need you guys. I don't need your woman out there. But understand either way, I don't need any of you to come and see my information. I realize that what's amazing is I just keep talking. I realize that once I go as a group, I understand that's a crowd. I understand the crowd's always jealous. I understand the crowd's always jealous about you. I realize they give you dirties. I realize they give you a dirty look. I realize they give you shifty business around here. I mean, do you understand? I realize they're all turning like this, and again, I realize they have this smirk on them, or I realize some cheap look on them. I mean, understand that it's just like they're drug addicts or something. I mean, do you understand? I mean, they give you this shifty look and shifty vibe. I mean, like you're evil or something. I mean, understand that it's because that's how they are, and that's what they do to each other. So stay away from those people. I mean, understand that once they turn away from you and turn away from your nice, beautiful seminar, I don't need them. I mean, I already see I'm successful. I don't need them in my life. I'm successful either way. I'm successful with or without them. I'm successful with or without you. I mean, do you understand? I mean, that's how simple it is. And that's why I don't have to invite those 5 people to come grab my business card. I mean, come and check it out. I'm already promoting myself anyway. I mean, if you don't want to step 1 foot from me, I mean, guess what? I don't care about you. I mean, you understand? I have more information than all of your buddies. I mean, do you understand? I have more information than all of your friends, and you included. I mean, do you understand? So either way, I have more class. I have just more class to just never even speak to them in the first place, because I understand that what's amazing is I'm promoting myself anyway. I mean, I don't need to talk to them. I have no energy to talk to them. I have no energy to promote myself to them when I'm already promoting myself. I mean, do you understand? I don't need to call them over. I don't say, hey, I need you to come grab my business card. I mean, my business card is here. I mean, you're welcome. I mean, do you understand? I mean, that's how it is. You're welcome. I mean, understand? You are welcome. I mean, understand that I'm promoting myself, but because they're walking away, I realize I don't care about them. I don't need to call them over. I don't need to call people over to have an interview with greatness. I mean, do you understand? I'm too great for them. I'm too great. But I never do it for them. I do it for I. I'm too great for I. I mean, I don't need them in my life. And that's why I'm always growing. I say when I grow alone. I grow alone. I talk with myself all that long. And that's what confidence is. I promise you that you're going to be on the street, but I love it. Because how many people have seen me today? I promise you over 50,000. I promise you over 50,000 people see me today. I'm saying either way, I'm just much more amazing. I mean, do you understand? I mean, one day is every single day. I understand every single day. I understand that millions of people around Australia have already seen me. I understand either way, that's the way to go. But I understand the results. I see the results from that. I see the results from 110 hours on the street and more in terms of public speaking on the street. I see the results of that. I've actually been through it. I mean, I understand it's worth it. I love it. I actually improved myself 110 hours on the street in front of people. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, where else can you improve in front of people on your own? I mean, I understand either way, you're alone anyway. I mean, if you go to Toastmasters, you're still alone. You're just with other people who are alone anyway. Or else we're not separate, or else everybody's together, but we're still alone. Or else everybody's alone. Or else now everybody wants a companion, but understand that companion must be you only. I mean, just want you, and that's that. I mean, just want to be around you. I mean, do you understand? That's why I only need thyself. I just need I today. I understand that no matter what you're doing today, I understand that what's amazing is I have my nice beautiful lyrics, and I have a nice beautiful lyric channel every single day that no matter what, I can always practice. I understand I can practice a different way. I understand that when I do that daily, I'll go and focus upon my life to go and really communicate in a different way. But I understand it's getting late also. I understand it's also 7 minutes until sunset, because that's what it says on my nice beautiful Apple Watch. But that's why I have an Apple Watch, because it teaches me when sunset is and when sunrise is. I can see when sunrise is and when sunset is. And also my nice beautiful Apple Watch shows me the weather for the whole week. I understand either way, I can see my nice beautiful weather here. I understand it's 24 degrees now, but at 6 a.m. it's 21 degrees. Or else that's a 3 degrees, I understand it's a 3 degrees Celsius difference. But then tomorrow, in terms of today, or else today is Tuesday, but on Wednesday it's 23 degrees and 19 degrees. I'm saying it's going from 23 degrees to 19 degrees, and it's raining. Or else now, either way, my Apple Watch shows me the whole week ahead. I mean, you understand? Of all the weather, or else it's just on my actual Apple Watch. Or else it's an Apple Watch, and I have health and fitness as well on my Apple Watch. I also have a meditation on my Apple Watch. I understand I can go and meditate, I can go and relax. I understand I have a buzzer on my Apple Watch, and it buzzes me every single hour. I understand every single hour I'm alert of my nice beautiful Apple Watch and the time and everything. I understand all that. I'm better than an Apple Watch. I don't need anything other than I, and that's it. I just know my I. I mean, if you want to steal, I mean, you cannot steal anything from me anymore. I mean, you cannot steal anything. I mean, if you want to steal this, I mean, go ahead. I mean, go ahead. I mean, if you want to steal my eye, love you, you'll never be able to. You'll never be able to steal my eye, love you. I promise you, although understand that you never defend anything other than I. I promise you, it's so important that you understand that what's important is information products. And that's why I'm always descriptive. I'm descripting you to make sure that you have a better life. Or else when I go descriptive, I'll go give you the details, because another word for descriptive pleasure is details. In terms of details. I mean, go and find it out. I mean, understand the information. I mean, that's the pleasure in the world. I promise you, there's nothing better than that. I promise you, although, that what's amazing is when your biological dad is watching you and you're growing up and he is getting to the age of 70 or 80 or 90 or 100 and you're growing up and you're becoming famous in the process and your family's watching you as well. I promise you, that's amazing, isn't it? I promise you, now, nobody's going to die around you, but realize that if you are always thinking about death, you make sure you think about yourself. You make sure you think about yourself more than death. I mean, make sure you think about yourself more than your friends. Because you have to understand that you must be there for yourself more. Because that's how you love yourself more. That's the only difference. That's how I actually love myself. I think about myself all day long. I just think about I don't care about anybody else. Because I understand that when I care about other people, I care about I even more. Or else when I care about other people, I care about I. That's it. I understand either way that what's important every single day is I go and grow up. I have to grow up all the time. I have to be more mature. I have to do a better performance than this. I understand either way I have to go and do more than this. I understand either way I have to go and really, really dwell upon a nice, beautiful mechanism. And what's that? I understand it's communication in terms of I love you. I have to make sure every single day I go and find those nice, beautiful ideas. And I have ideas every single day. I understand that what's important is understand my nice beautiful video over here. I understand that I put my legs over here. I understand my nice beautiful voice, but it's 2 hours and 5 minutes. I understand that what's amazing is I can go now. I understand that either way, I understand that every single day, just make sure you know yourself. Because knowing yourself every single day is just have that nice beautiful communication skill for yourself.